Okay, we are live. We are live. Okay, we are live. Oh my god, I can hear myself, dude. Okay, that was not what was supposed to happen, but it's okay. As usual, gonna make sure that everything is running fine, but I think we are looking pretty good here. We're looking pretty good. YouTube is on, Twitch is on as well. That is wonderful. Wonderful. And it looks like the microphone is also working, so that would be fantastic. So welcome everybody. Welcome to the stream. Just gonna surely reframe the camera here to slightly better capture the way I'll be seated here. Well, maybe a little bit like this. We don't need the hallway on screen, just my wonderful, wonderful, pretty face, don't we? Okay, so how was your people's week? How was the week? How was your day so far? I had a pretty decent week, I would say. Nothing spectacular, but okay, I have the first people in the chat. Zinikin, welcome. Hey Dino and hey Marquise. You're only the first because I had to finish a race and start as accelerator. That's funny, but I didn't even see it. Damn, Marquise. Hello everyone first in chat. Marquise, welcome. You are the man as usual. This time even the first man in the chat of the stream. Didn't even see it because my my streaming program only captures the chat or displays the chat once the stream actually starts. And you came in even before that. And there's Hancho as well. Hello to you too. Welcome to the stream. Nice to see you returning here with us. I hope all of you have a wonderful stay today. There will be fun things. There will be fun things. Just want to take a minute to slowly get into the groove of things, see if everything is working properly. Didn't really have much time to do that today because there were other things in, like on the plate. One thing in particular, a new video for the channel is finished and is already edited and uploaded on YouTube. So the video will release probably right after the stream or maybe tomorrow, but I'm thinking I will drop it right after the stream, so we can get like the evening nighttime viewers, you know, from the US time zones and everyone that is only coming home when I usually already stop streaming. But I figured it wouldn't be that smart to overlap them, you know, like release a video and then stream on top. Probably not great for the algorithm, is it? I don't know. I have no idea. I'm still way too new and too small in the YouTube game to really know what I'm doing, but I'm just gonna try and go with my gut feeling that. Yeah, so there's one thing I wanted to check before we get into, well, the topic of the thumbnail for those of you who are watching via YouTube. And the topic is, of course, Falsebound Kingdom. Last week, we tried to play that thing, and emphasis on tried, because I don't think I've been doing an incredibly great job. But I think it was fine, all things considered, and we will continue this endeavor today. This will be the first portion of the stream, but there's something else I want to show you that I've already put in into a community post, and that is concerning the racing game that I've already shown on the stream, the Karters 2. So what does that have to do with anything? Well, really, the what it has to do is that I like it. You know, I have fun playing it, especially on stream as well. But what is actually the case is, look at this. You know, as we were talking about racing, can't win every race. I think with these characters we might be able to, actually. Gotta choose your races and how to get my dual runner back to not redo the Metal Gear Stealth. I have to play Start Accelerated, damn it, dude. I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but it sounds fun. So, you know. Anyway, what I wanted to show you is the person called Donia, who added the first few Yu-Gi-Oh characters to this game via mod support. And by the way, the mods here are supported online, so other people actually see when you play these custom added characters. That person has added both Yami Yugi and the regular Marek Ishtar. And people, how cool is that? I know it's still a few characters because only one person is adding them to the game, while also adding a lot of other things, but I'm pretty freaking excited to play this, and we will very likely play this later today, so you can already kind of get hyped playing either of these two. Look at it, look, dude. I remember like 20 years ago something, when I was still living in Bosnia, you know, that was ages ago. In these, what are they called? Like these Kinder eggs, like these chocolate eggs with the toys inside. Überraschungseier for my German-speaking crowd. I remember that at some point there was like a Yu-Gi-Oh version of that. I don't know if it was a Kinder product or if it was like a knockoff product to, you know, a different chocolate brand or something. But they had these Yu-Gi-Oh toys that were really tiny. Like they were basically these things you can attach onto like your keychain. And I know I had Yami Yugi in that extremely tiny, probably very cheap looking keychain accessory. I don't know, it was it kind of looks a little bit like this model, but you know, for this game I think that's perfect. So we will do some racing later today. It's not going to be Stardust Accelerator racing, but we could put Tear in the Wheel of Fortune, so I think that comes pretty close, you know. Yeah. Anyhow, now that we've warmed up the voice and also the brain a little bit, I still got to drink some coffee. I think it's time to kind of tackle opening the game again and see if things are working the same way that they have been last time. I don't have much experience with the Dolphin emulator yet, but I think we will be good. I would just really like to monitor the volume here. That would be lovely. Okay. Everything. It's still okay, there we go. There we go, the intro. A bit louder than I remember, but that's fine. We're gonna shrink my camera down a little bit so we fit into frame. Okay, every time I click in and out of the emulator, it freezes for a second, so that's not on the emulator specifically. That's more me, I think. Okay. And the log was successful. That means we're safe. Let's hope Melvin will get... Yeah, dude, Melvin is the man. I love that he named him Melvin in the abridged section. In the abridged series, dude. What am I saying? It's such an awesome name for that character. I don't know. I love it. Okay. I'm still a bit unfamiliar with the GameCube controls, so forgive me if I make any extremely blatant mistakes, but I think we'll be fine. Dude. Exodia, I want to see my boy race. Dude, what the hell? That would be amazing. Exodia, can you imagine? But that would be cool if they did separate races. I don't know how realistic that would be, but I would love to see it. And hello Margin Warmer, welcome to the stream, welcome back. Appreciate you stopping by as well. Work has been crazy today. Crazy in a good way or in a not so great way? Okay, I hope this thing saved wherever we left off last time. Although, did I? Wait a minute. Did I oh, it did not. It did not, so... I have to check this real quick with the emulator. What was the last save state we loaded? Should be this one, right? Okay, wait a second. I think I got... Okay, now I got it. But how do I continue the... Damn it, dude. What the hell? Okay. I'm getting the hang of things. Oh my god. Now I just need to... Oh, damn, look at this, dude. I can... Okay, I see. I'm slowly getting the hang of things. So what the hell are we playing even today? Some of you might be asking themselves, and this is Yu-Gi-Oh! Falsebound Kingdom. It's a strategy game, turn-based strategy game that has Yu-Gi-Oh! Coating sprayed all over it, and it's done fairly nicely. You know, the story so far did make quite a bit of sense, enough sense for a game like this anyway. And I'm just trying to kind of learn the combat here and just see what the hell we can do. So what I'm trying to do now is I am trying to heal up our teams here. Okay, I'm a bit lost on what we should do. And there's Sev213, welcome to the stream as well. Glad to see you in here as well. Okay, wait, you might have to step away for a bit. Okay, that sounds harsh, doesn't it? Just having to review a lot of code and making a lot of findings. Okay, yeah. I can see it's it can be quite frustrating to give people advice when people don't want to hear it, but you have to do it because that's what you're getting paid for. I have it a bit easier I've had it a bit easier in my work the last years, because when you're a teacher, people pay you to tell them what to do, and that comes with a bit of an accepting mentality. You know, you still have to, with some personalities, you have to dance around some topics a little bit. You know, you have to kind of gauge who can you be very direct with, and who's going to take it as a like confrontation and maybe like kind of block out, because at the end of the day you want your input to arrive at the person you're directing it at. Because if I tell you everything you need to do to improve, but you're just hearing I suck, that's not going to help. And you know, my job is to help, but it's a bit of a different position, I think. So I think in my role it's usually a little bit easier to tell people what they're doing wrong. Anyway, what the hell am I doing wrong here? I think for once I'm just roaming around the map and it's wasting time without any idea what the hell I'm doing. So what I think I'll do is, so that we can actually, wait a minute. Okay, icon mode. How about we send Sato's team over here, and then we attack the, what's it called, like the Labyrinth Guardian or Labyrinth Mage or whatever. Yeah, some people need tough code reviews to get it through their head. Yeah, some people do need that, but if they're gonna make problems at work because of it, sometimes, like if I have people that are extremely problematic in lessons, I always have the ability to kick them out if I'm not extremely dependent on that one person for my income, which I'm usually not. Usually I have a bit of a plethora of people. But if your job is reliant on working with one person or one party on a project or something, and you have to give them advice or tell them that what they're doing sucks, but they don't take it well, you know, it's you're gonna run into problems. And that can affect like your entire work schedule and your entire like week or like workload or whatever. Yeah, but it can be fun. I also think giving people feedback on something that you're knowledgeable on is it can be very rewarding. Okay, what the hell are we gonna do here? I remember I can check my opponent's monsters. Blue medicine, so I should be going for this dude, right? I didn't know what the hell is going on. Okay. Dude, dude, these controls are killing me. Okay. What's your honest thoughts of this game so far? It appears you're having fun. Oh, that's a great question. So let me just take this off. Because today I feel my voice is already a bit cranky, I guess. I don't know how to say it. So my thoughts on this game so far are that there's a lot to learn in the game. I think it has a lot of systems and a lot of tiny mechanics that could be... that could provide a lot of fun once you kind of get the hang of them. I haven't yet so far, but there's still time, you know, it's the second session playing. And wait a minute, let's attack this guy again. So last stream, I had a blast playing this. I really felt hyped. I don't know, it was a lot of fun. And I didn't expect that. I think for a game that seems that it could be pretty complicated, that's already a great sign. If you can have fun just like kind of going in and trying to survive or something, and doing some dumb stuff, but kind of just weaseling your way through it, I think that's great. I suppose that could also mean that once you really get the hang of this game, it might become pretty easy, but I'm still at the start, so difficulty could ramp up quickly, so it's kind of early to say anything about that. But I've had more fun so far than I expected, and I think that's a good thing and a very surprising thing. So far, it's I would say the game is proving itself to be pretty good. It also seems like something I could really get into, or I could have gotten into if I had access to this when I was younger. So, you know, always a great sign. Although I do have to say, today I feel much less focused. Today was a bit rough. I've been tired the whole day. You know, some important appointments and getting up earlier than, or rather, I didn't go to sleep early enough to have enough sleep and do the things I had to do today. So maybe the lack of focus today, mental focus, will make playing this game a bit more difficult, but you know, time will tell. I accidentally took too much edible last night. I'm still feeling it. Damn. Okay, I never had experiences like that specifically, but I know how it is when you, hypothetically of course, when you had a bit too much and then you're kind of trying to just keep your sanity and stuff. But I think it can get pretty bad if you take way too much. But if it's like, I mean, if you can still function properly, I think you're probably still on the very safe side, which is good. So I hope you can have some fun. Like, how do you say this? Den Rausch ausschlafen? Is there a phrase for this in English? I don't know. It's not extremely fitting here, but it's just what came to mind right now. You have a senior who never liked you? He's not good at the job and incredibly difficult. I've met people like that. In my pretty limited time in office work, which was fairly limited, like a year or something, or a little bit over a year, I met a couple of people who seemed to be like this. I didn't really have much one-on-one experience with them that would prove that, but I had colleagues who would tell me about all the nice interactions they've had over the years. So, and people I would actually trust to be trustworthy and not just talk smack about someone else. I think it's probably difficult to accept your role as, especially in fields where there are advancements happening quickly, or like the tides are shifting, and keeping up might be a bit difficult, especially if you already have a job you're comfortable in and you can kind of get by without putting in tons of effort, and then kind of being left behind essentially in terms of knowledge or skills or whatever. I don't know. I can imagine for some people that might be pretty difficult. And if you're not good with dealing with this kind of feeling well, you know, and you can get bitter and frustrated, but you have like, you might have some power, like internal power within a company or within like one team or something. I don't know, it's already kind of, it seems like it's prone to lead to difficult situations. But what do I know? I really have very limited experience in that. Wonderful coder, impossible to work with, and writes cryptically so only he... That sounds horrible. That sounds absolutely abysmal. Okay, but people, is it really smart to focus the dude with the healing items? Because it feels like he's just healing up all the time again. And I'm not really getting anywhere. Okay, I mean, now I'll be able to finish it off, but... Okay, in the long run, it will probably be better, and then I can just kind of keep my monsters in the base and heal them up. Okay, I checked the cities for items. Will do. Should I press the fence? Wait a minute. How can I... Okay. We're gonna lose the battle if I press the fence now, aren't we? Okay, wait a minute. This is a ground type, I suppose? Is this a flying? Is this wind? Or what the hell is that supposed to be? Why is it like flickering? That's weird. And this is like, what is this supposed to be? Is this like forest or I don't know, these alignments and these... What is up with every Yu-Gi-Oh game seemingly having a very, very similar but still somehow completely different system of like attributes and alignments? Dude, Duel Monsters 1, oh sorry, Duel Monsters 2 has a completely different thing than Forbidden Memories, has a completely different thing than Capsule Monster Colosseum. There's a different thing in, I think in some later Duel Monsters game, they changed it again. And what the hell is up now? What? I don't know. The symbol is Fiend. It's a Fiend symbol. Okay, okay, interesting. I'm not sure what to do with that information. I'm just gonna attack the labyrinth, like the maze crawler thingy. 170 damage, yeah, seems normal, doesn't it? Okay. Yeah, let's just punch it down and hope for the best. The monster color will change on the... Okay, wow, interesting. That sounds pretty cool though, not gonna lie. Okay, until he gets into the mission with 3 friendly marshals against 8 enemy... That sounds abysmal, but Philip Kwong, I hope I pronounced that semi-correctly. Welcome to the stream. I'm glad to see you here joining us. I don't think I remember seeing your name in the chat, so if you're a first-time viewer, then welcome. And if you're a returning viewer, then welcome back. Glad to see you joining us here. Okay. I suppose I'll just keep attacking, I don't know. I do have to say though, so far, some of the enjoyment in this game has come from the surprisingly nice aesthetics and just the vibe, you know. The music is great, the attack animations are better than I had expected. And once this probably lays off a little bit, I don't know, it seems like so far I've been mostly just spamming attacks and not really employing much strategy, which is probably 99% my lack of knowledge about the game, but could also be that the start of the game is a bit slow until we get actual, like, decision-making happening. Okay, wait a second, dude. No, oh my god. Ah. Okay. They have 7 attacks in total. I mean, we have a lot more, but I'll try to get rid of one of the monsters as quickly as possible so we can remove these attacks from the equation. I think then we'll have a much easier time. Because this is something that seems pretty universal in most of these Yu-Gi-Oh games. The less pieces your enemies have on the board or in the battle, the better. The fewer, not less. What the hell? I can't even... Okay, this is not looking great. We're gonna lose the dragon, aren't we? Please not the dragon. It's the dragon. Okay, dragon is gone. Okay, this is kind of frustrating. Should have... Oh, wow. It's not looking too great, though. It's not looking that great. I wanted to send both teams over there, and now it's just... Yeah. You can retreat. Maybe I should have. Okay, I definitely should have done that, but somehow I want to finish up this. It's probably not worth. What I'm doing right now is completely stupid, isn't it? I could escape now. I am gonna escape now. How can I quickly prevent my team from running into this fight again? Like, quickly. Is there a way to do this? Yeah, like this, right? We can just move, and I can go into icon mode now. But oh my god, I really don't know how the hell do I... Like, what? Okay, let's, What am I even doing, dude? These are not gonna get, like, revived on their own. I need money and the healing thing, right? Okay, you know what? I mean, we don't have the funds to do any of this, but... Didn't I equip items in some of these? Okay, okay, let me just quick... Oh my god, what am I doing, dude? $1,000, dude. Yeah, I have to... Out on the field. Yes, Monster Reborn. We put Monster Reborn on it. Damn it. Okay. But wouldn't it be smarter to attack with this other dude and then also go in with Seto? You know, right after or something? Or is that completely stupid? La Mulana? I don't know that game. Is not favored by many people because it's brutally hard, but Castlevania and Bloodstained are top tier, Metroidvania is the best. I recently started playing the Castlevania series for the first time in general, and I finished Castlevania 1 in that Steam collection, you know, the one that's on Steam, obviously. And that was fun. That was quite a bit of fun. It was clunky, of course. The game's from 1986 or 87, so, you know, you could definitely feel the age, but it was fun. Like, more fun than I had expected, which is always cool. Okay, should I... What is the info here? So that's water? Probably, yeah, that has to be water. The game expects you to actually equip the medicine it gives you. Yeah, fair enough. I'm so bad at actively using items in RPGs and games like these. I mean, I don't really play these games often, but I've always been so reluctant to use like potions or power-ups. And then I beat the entire game. And after the final boss, I'm like, dude, I had like a gazillion items in my inventory. I thought I have to save them up for a hard fight or something. And then, you know, it never comes. And yeah. Crazy stuff, I know. Flip Witch. I don't know that game. Never heard of it, to be frank. It's pretty active. 29 people. Is that actually active? Like, is that about the GameCube game? Or, I mean, for an old title, that could be active, depending on how you put it. 2 Castlevania games you should play is Symphony of the Night and Aria of Sorrow. You won't be disappointed. I know that Symphony of the Night is supposed to be an incredible game. I've seen the Josh Strife video on it. And I remember him talking about like a big secret you can find, and then the game actually opens up later. But luckily I forgot what that secret was and how to find it, so I can actually experience it, hopefully myself, without any spoilers, because I just forgot about them. So we'll see how that works. So, but wait a second. So you're telling me that I could use Sagi's Monster Reborn on my dragon, but the healing, they receive healing in the bases. It's a terrible night to have a cuz. I didn't know where this comes from. I only knew this from Isaac, but I never knew it's like a Castlevania reference, because it is, right? Or is that also wrong? Is it a reference to something else? I could res this thing, but is it worth $1,000? I don't know. Castlevania 2 still gives you dread. Was one of the very first video games I played and was a terrible experience. I started playing that, dude, and I have no idea what I'm doing. It's so different from the first one. It's crazy. In the city stores, dude. What the hell? The traders? But why are they closed, though? Are they supposed to be close? Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take this man's team, and we're gonna go all the way to these other cities here. Okay? Because this guy's on sale, we can actually get stuff there, it seems. This one is closed for whatever reason. So I will see what we can buy with money once the team gets there, you know? Didn't I just tell him to go there? I don't understand. Oh god. Oh yeah, for a game that's over 20 years old on GameCube, I mean, fair enough, then in that case it is. I didn't follow the entire conversation, but that does sound nice. You know, as long as you have some people to play with, you don't need them to be like hundreds of thousands. You just need to find games, you know. Okay, I have to buy the store if it's not open. That's good information. So in this case, when I go here, I can focus the castle. Can I not? What the hell? Okay. No idea what I'm doing. But maybe now we can do stuff. Okay, trader. Blue medicine. Goblin secret remedy. Okay, status changes. Monster reborn. This would be cheaper than healing up from the healer, but I have to use it mid-fight, so it will cost me a turn, right? So is that really worth it? Damn, dude. So I guess I have to buy some blue medicine? What the hell was that? Did you guys hear this? Okay. I think today's stream will be a bit slower. I hope you can still find some entertainment in that, but I just feel my brain is cooked today. And I did not have any edibles or anything of that sort, so just naturally cooked. Lack of sleep and such. Yeah, Monster Born, I will have to use it in Sato's team, but I would like Sato's team to be, you know, kind of replenished, I suppose. Save the money for items that increase your monster's power, not healing. Okay, that... we will do that next time, I think. So, in this case... This is the mode, right? Yeah. We will send this team and Kaiba's team. We will send all of them down there. Because we have a healer there, don't we? Okay. We do. So, the HP... refill will be faster, and then we can see what to do. To go into the inventory for late stages, you don't have them now. Okay. Oh yeah, right, because I have to choose the items and place them in the monster's inventories before I enter a map like this, right? Wow. Okay, yeah, so we will have to use Monster Reborn. Okay, but wait a minute. Okay, we have... Okay, I can use it while moving. That's cool. Okay, so... Okay, I think I'm slowly getting the hang of it. Very slowly, but it's okay. You guys, you will bear with me. You clicked on the thumbnail, you knew what you were getting yourselves into. On original hardware, you would need to spend a lot. GameCube, $100? Yeah, I mean, okay. Broadband adapter, $100, dude. The game is 100. Yeah, okay, but are you really gonna get the game? Yeah, whatever. We're not gonna. Yeah. Keyboard controller, 150 HDMI adapter. That sounds horrible. That sounds absolutely horrible. Is there a good reason not to emulate these things? That sounds kind of horribly expensive, doesn't it? Okay, we wouldn't need another Monster Reborn. We don't have one, but that's fine. I'm just gonna wait because we have a time limit, but we only have one more opponent to clear. I think legality. I mean, Zinnikin, that's what you said right now. That's not what I said, and I will officially distance myself from any non-legal acquisition techniques of hardware or software or whatever that might be. Come on, okay, this is taking a bit. This is taking a little bit, isn't it? I mean, the music is lovely, and not playing the game at 200% speed is helpful in enjoying the music. Yeah, Akima, that's what I'm thinking. Like, you spend hundreds of bucks to play it on original hardware with an original copy of the game, and at the end of the day, you might have worse performance than when you whip up an emulator on any given mid-tier average PC. I could be wrong, but I don't think I am, honestly. Okay, we're getting somewhere, we're just gonna spend a few more minutes doing this, and then it's gonna be fine. So, I forgot what Pegasus' team was, but it was pretty potent, wasn't it? Is there any reason to like be here? The trade is closed, so I'd have to buy it. Will I even have access to this map later at any point? So this is closed. We have one trader available. Getting new monsters via roaming encounters. I mean, we did get into an encounter once while roaming around in a forest or something. We might still be able to do that. I don't know. Okay. This is taking a little bit, but I mean, we could send another team into the fight in the meantime, but is that really the meantime? I don't know. Is there a way to speed up the clock? I think the emulator has a fast forward mechanic, but I kind of don't want to use it. Okay, screw it. We are just gonna send this man over here. And Mokuba too, I suppose, because what else are we gonna do, you know? You know what I'm saying? Because Mokuba's not gonna receive a revive, like we don't have any monster reborns anymore, and the other two monsters are fully replenished. Okay, 100 cents fine. Yeah, I figure for an older console in a good, like... If the condition is good, you know... It hasn't been through hell and back, then I think that's fine. Dude, years ago, I was really adamant about emulating on a PS2. I had a hard-shipped PS2 from the Bosnia days. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Parrot Dragon, dude, the bane of my existence in every single Yu-Gi-Oh game. No matter the game, it's a horrible, horrible monster to face. And they're fully replenished as well. That's not good. I mean, we're dealing alright damage, I guess, but we're also getting hit pretty hard. Dude, Yakima, your setup list is already so long. It already sounds expensive. But I mean, if you love the console and you like the feeling of it, then of course it's worth the money. Like, there are a few hobbies that don't cost a bit of money to kind of get into and buy some equipment and stuff, so, you know. As I said, when I was into PS2 emulation, I would like buy a hard drive and put all my games on there, and I would like I bought a multi-tap, I think it was imported from Japan or something via eBay, just so I could play 4-player co-op games with my friends once, on one single occasion that we did that, and that was it. Absolute insanity. But I wanted a physical multi-tap. That's the thing where you like plug in multiple PS2 controllers, like where you can plug in 4 of them at the same time. Because I always wanted to have something like that as a kid, and we were never able to get one, or my parents didn't want to buy one. I don't know. Back when these things were more accessible, when the PS2 was like the current gen console, and it was a little bit of a dream come true, I suppose, but I don't know, at the end of the day, it really wasn't worth it. And considering you can emulate this thing nowadays on your PC easily, I can emulate it on my Steam Deck, where I can, like, like I can hook up so many controllers via Bluetooth, it's not even funny. Comparing that to all the trouble I went back then, I went through, geez, I can't talk today, oh my god. All the trouble I went through to get that multi-tap, like, you really start to question what the hell you were doing back then. I don't know, at least that's how I do, that's how I feel. And there's Danny 3000, welcome to the stream. You just came right to see us losing this battle, but I think we did some decent damage to Paratragon, which is what this game is all about, or which is what Yu-Gi-Oh! Video games in general are all about, aren't they? Oh, we have blue medicine in that guy, we should use it then after this fight. Emulation is a better experience for most, yeah, for sure. I can understand wanting the physical controller, the physical console. There's something magical about it. It feels nice, it feels good. Also, did any of you notice my Yu-Gi-Oh mug, dude? Like, how cool, I have to show it off again because I love it. How cool is that? Wonderful. It is wonderful. Okay. Razzle dazzle, dude, that sounds so bad. But this animation, I love this animation so much, dude. Even though the damage is really not great. But it looks like this thing is not gonna deal any more damage. No, it's not. Oh my god, 8, are you kidding me? Blue medicine. This is getting on my nerves, dude. This is cool, great mug, thanks. Got it for my birthday, it was a lovely gift. No, sadly not, it's just, it has one like continuous picture that goes almost across the whole mug. You know, here's Yugi with some of his classic monsters, and then you have Gaia, and then you have Skull, a summoned Skull, and then, you know, there's the little white part with the grip. But it's a pretty nice one. Mug looks awesome. Yeah, I love it. It's sometimes these like franchise accessories or like household items, they have some like, they could have just printed Yugi on this with a really horrible looking color palette and called it a day. And there are mugs like that you can buy from the same store, but this one, I don't know, it's just well made. Like the picture is chosen well, the colors, everything is very nice and aesthetic. I love it. Makes the coffee taste even better, especially at 8 PM, dude. What the hell am I doing? I've kind of gotten addicted to coffee, I think, just like mentally, maybe also physiologically, but definitely mentally. I can't get stuff done without drinking multiple cups of coffee per day. And I remember when I was like 17 or something, I was always making fun of my parents because they kept saying in the morning that they always, I need to be fast, dude, I need to be fast. Whew, blue medicine, yes, here, and also, no, damn it, dude, I wanted to heal the other one as well. Oh my god. To the Bloodstained sequel, I have not played Bloodstained. Is that the game, or is that like a series? Or I don't even know what that is, honestly. The colors of old consoles are a very nice time capsule thing of how the mentality was back in the day. Ah, that's a fair point. Oh my god, how many does he have? Today's consoles are just white or black. Back then we had the whole rainbow. Excuse me. Oh, I pressed the wrong buttons, didn't I? Okay, I did not. My bad. You have the official strategy guide? Dude, what the hell? That's insane. Oh my god, strategy guides. My sister had so many magazines they got, they got from like, how do you say these Sunday markets where people sell their old stuff from their sellers for like $5 each, like old books and stuff like this. You know what I'm talking about. In German we say Flohmarkt, and they would buy like these used magazines for like video games. You know, where they would like list cheat codes for games, like for GTA games. So they would like have level guides for the old Tomb Raider titles, and they would have like, they have a poster, like a double spread poster from a magazine that included combos for Tekken Tag Tournament, you know, back from like 2002 or whatever. And dude, I read that stuff years later and I loved it. Like the way these things were designed, what they were writing about the characters, the combos that they were showing off there. Probably looking back now on the competitive scene of an old fighting game like this, the combos were probably absolute ass, let's be real. But the fact these things existed and you can still hold them in your hands and just kind of go through them and look at, I don't know, I love it. That makes me very nostalgic, even though I didn't buy them, you know. They were like remnants of a time where I was either not alive or too young to really understand something, but I have nostalgia for the moments in time where I then discovered them years later. And that's also pretty cool. We lost a monster, didn't we? No, we did not. It's okay. We lost the other one. Dude, I don't think I'm good at this game. I mean, I should invest a few more brain cells into really thinking about my turns, I suppose, but I just wanted to get rid of freaking Pirate Dragon because this monster is so annoying. Many double screen handhelds are coming out. Wait, really? Wait, you mean flea markets? Oh yeah, fair enough. I forgot that it's a pretty direct translation. Should I retreat here? I mean, we could also item. Don't press anything wrong. Press the right button now. Come on. Okay, yeah, that was the right button. I have CMC Obsession. The achievement update is coming real soon. Okay, nice. Dude, we have to play CMC again at some point. There's so many things on the list, but CMC is still like it's the backbone, the DNA of this channel's live streaming content. So, do we have items here? We don't, right? Okay. I suppose that's how we're gonna do things. Okay, yeah, we have to keep attacking basically, and also here, team command Sedo could, oh my god, wasn't quick enough. Should have kept him there, but I don't want Pegasus to heal up. I definitely want to avoid that happening. So I think next up we are targeting the rabbit thing, because less HP and annoying is all hell. But we're just not doing damage, man. We're just not dealing damage. Are you cutting your own videos? Yes, I am. I am my own cutter, and I don't have the funds to to employ anyone to do that for me. There's so much editing work going into these longer videos. By the way, for those of you who might not have been with us at what 250? Are you kidding me, dude? Who might have not been with us in the first minutes of the stream? There is a video. Jesus, there is a new video coming out on the channel today. Probably gonna release it right after the stream, so for those of you who have different time zones or something, still up for some Yu-Gi-Oh! YouTube content, make sure to stay tuned. But I mean, it's not gonna be a big surprise for you who've been in these streams ever since day one, because yeah, you will see. I missed, dude, are you kidding me? How long do you usually need? Yeah, dude, editing, especially if you're not like a professional and you learn it on your own, it can be really hard and tedious. I've gotten way faster over the years. I've been making videos for like 2 years now or something, or 3 years actually. I have a different channel. This is not my first channel, and I've gotten faster. Okay, wait a minute. Just I need to be even faster now. Just okay. Quick maths here. Let's move in with Kaiba. Send Kaiba into the fight, and then here we're gonna, okay, the items. We can attack with this team while the other team recovers a bit. Jono released his plans only. I haven't seen it yet. I've seen that he released it, but I have yet to watch it. I haven't seen every one of his FM challenges, but I've seen quite a few, especially from the first ones. And you know, Jono was a big inspiration for making this channel and jumping into the world of Yu-Gi-Oh! Challenge content creation. Yeah, so I mean, I think I already teased what the video is going to be, or maybe I flat out told you last stream, so I guess I can spill the beans. It's a CMC challenge run, and it is one of the ones that we streamed, in fact, because it's been so long that I finally wanted to get down to edit one of them. And also the Exodia run did so well. I'm kind of hoping the algorithm is going to pick it up again, but it will be the Gate Guardian challenge run. And I think some of you have seen it live, have seen Unfold the Madness, but maybe you forgot already, or maybe you don't remember all the exciting moments because it was like 5 streaming sessions that it took us to beat the game. And yeah, the video turned out pretty cool, I think. I think you guys will like it, but make sure to tell me what you think then in the comments. I'm pretty stoked to see what you say. But yeah, to get back on the question about the editing, for me, editing takes a while because I lose focus a lot. I can't really do one thing or work on one project for very long. Like, I couldn't, like, edit one video for 4 or 5 hours straight. Dude, we lost another monster. I should have bailed earlier. I know some people can do that. I have a really hard time with this. I'm much better jumping between activities and, focusing on different things, in quicker intervals. You probably also have noticed from the variety of games that I'm trying to incorporate into the streams now, but... So, would you please move towards the fight? How are you stuck? Are you serious? Was this team seriously stuck? Come on, there's so much open field. What are you doing? Dude, attack this, please. Did John get married or something? Latest video about shows someone called Sarah or something. I think John has been married for a while. I mean, I don't know about the marital status, but I know that he has a partner, wife, girlfriend, I don't know, and they have a child. Like, didn't he mention that he has a baby in the background in some of his videos? You can even hear it, I think. So yeah, Crawling Dragon is too thick. Indeed. It's actually a pretty cool model for the monster. All these monsters look pretty good in this game. I mean, it is upscaled, of course, but... Zinnikin says, I love editing. Really? I mean, I also like some parts of it. Usually, once I get close to finishing a video and I really see all the individual things that I had to do unfold in this, like, long thing, then I tend to get really hyped and I want to finish it quickly, but... The new video that's coming out, it's almost as long as the Exodia one. It's going to be 1 hour and 24 minutes or something like this. So you can imagine that took a while to edit because I have cuts quite often. And now, at least now, I've gotten around to finally to buy the full version of my editing software. I've been using DaVinci Resolve, the free version, up until now. And I finally bought the pro version or whatever it's called, the studio version. And that thing has an AI tool that cuts out the gaps in your voice track, or like your vocal track. And that makes it a lot easier for me to edit, because I still have to move them around and resize the gaps, or like retime them. But the cuts are already there, so I know where a phrase ends and where it doesn't. And also I've gotten a bit better with using shortcuts. There's still so much room for me to improve, but when I compare it to how I used to edit like a few years ago, it's already much better. And things take time, you can't expect to be a professional in like a year or two, except if you really put in the grind, really do things in a structured way for you to learn and improve constantly, which I did not do. I just wanted to make videos, Yeah, but editing things yourself, it's so difficult, dude. I don't know, some people hire extremely cheap editors from countries where the average income is much lower, but I don't know, that would feel kind of exploitative. So it's not something, it's still not something I could afford. I don't really make a lot of money with YouTube. I just make a little bit on the side, so I can, I can buy equipment, I can buy software, that's cool. But nowhere near close to actually pay rent and for food and put something on the side. Like, we're still far away from this. Maybe someday in the future, who knows, but... there's definitely something very artsy about editing. I mean, it is, in a way, you are creating art because you are working on videos. And, how much artistic value is in each given video, or in mine videos, that's a different question. But just conceptually, it's not unlike making pieces of music, which is where I come from. The cool thing is, though, since I started with YouTube as a casual, just like some dude who makes videos, which I still am, I don't know, the expectation I have on myself is not as high as with music, because I went to school for music and I'm surrounded by people who make really, really freaking good music. And I don't know, the pressure to make stuff that is already high quality, even though it's like a first few recordings or something, is incredibly high then. And with videos, it was like, I'm just gonna do what I think is cool and what I'm capable of, and I'm just gonna see how it unfolds. And that in a weird way that made it easier to learn because the pressure wasn't there. Okay, so Pegasus is finally beaten. Did we finish the map? Good evening. Dude, what is that shot of Pegasus? What the hell? Kreutzel? Pegasus J. Kreutzel. Dude, that sounds a little bit like Stefan Kietzel. First name that pops up, like legendary bodybuilding coach from Austria. Okay. Okay, Seto will join the resistance. A bit predictable, but also like a very natural thing for Seto to do, isn't it? He's one of the OG Sundays, isn't he? Dude looks so happy. He does, dude. He's so proud of him calling like this bluff or whatever, or calling Seto's fake alignment with the king, or not the king. What is he called? The emperor? Whatever. It turns a blind eye. I don't know, but that sounds so funny when Pegasus says it. Oh my god, dude, that one clip from the abridged series when Yami Bakura and Pegasus fight at the end of season 1 and he pops out his eyeball. And it's like... and he's like, that's the wrong eyeball, you fool. And he's like, oh, sorry. That's much better. It's actually in the video that's dropping today, so... make sure to find it and timestamp it in the comments or something. I don't know. I love the abridged series. Little Karibo is a legend. That man is so funny. It's incredible. I think some things you just can't learn, and I think this man's sense of humor and efficiency in cramming so many jokes into these episodes was just, I don't know, crazy. Okay. Okay, we got some... that's not a lot of gold, is it? Red medicine. Monster reborn. Fine. That's cool. That's fine. He's more flamboyant, so to speak. Yeah, he looks so young. Okay, fair. Okay. Hey, Sheen. I'm gonna have to put up with... Is there another like Dark Knight or Nightmare in this game, or like Manawidan Fablier, whatever the pronunciation is? He has like there is another brother, isn't there, hiding in here? Okay, this dude snitched on us. I mean, also very expected, but you know. Okay. Dude, he knows even the freaking paragraphs. What the hell? My man came prepared. Maybe he actually has like the whole book, like the whole law thing. What do you say that? What is an emperor like this? Is there actually like written legislature or something? Legislature, is that a word in English? I don't know. Like, do they have like constitution or something written down, or is he just like making these rules up as he goes, like, oh yeah, by article 59 paragraph 65 I just pulled out of my bottoms, you will be sentenced to death for treason or something? I don't know. Dude, Seto is not having any of it. I love it. Kaiba is... We did right by picking Kaiba. I know some of you said, dude, first playthrough, maybe picking Yugi would have been better. No. No, no. Oh my god, useless. Oh my god, dude. He has no chill, dude. Okay, he's gonna execute him on a whim. Oh, dude, what is Seto saying, man? Why? He really has no chill. I think he lost it. Dude. Okay. Bonds is also on our side already. We didn't get Keith, but that's gonna be fine. If he's truly... No, he's not part of the resistance. He's a bandit, right? Pegasus is 20? Are you kidding me? That's not... Is that really true? Is that at the time of the anime happenings or like a previous point in the story in the manga or something? He dies in the manga. His brother tries to bring him back to life in Yu-Gi-Oh! I have to read the manga. It seems like I need to read them. I have not read a single page of any Yu-Gi-Oh! Manga yet. It seems like I should probably do that. And welcome Artilleria back to the stream. So glad to see you joining us again. Okay, I need to read that stuff. But I also need to finally watch GX Season 3. Okay, Marthis, whatever. Okay, he will... Dude, but he has freaking items. Okay, so wait a minute. I can just give... Dark King of the Abyss. Can I just give him shitty monsters? And, wait a minute, are you telling me? How does that work? He's no longer on my team, right? So can I just strip him of monsters? Wow. I also need to watch 5Ds. Yes, I do. But I'm kind of... I was gonna say I'm autistic about this, but I don't want to like... I don't know. I think people that generally have autism really struggle, so I don't want to like make fun of it. But I have a bit of a tick or something for things to be in chronological order. It's so difficult to me to start a series of beat games or, I don't know, a show and not start with the very first thing that came out chronologically. It's so difficult for me. Yeah. What the hell? He'll get new monsters. Okay, fair enough. I mean, then we're gonna take the monsters for ourselves, aren't we? Should I keep a Tatsumi Giant? I feel like we could use one of the other ones. Might be better, right? Or maybe not? I don't know. Is he Tatsumi? I mean, he has 3 attacks per turn, so that's cool. Of a battle. Maybe this dude. Okay, this thing looks pretty freaking weak. Maybe we can give Rikishin power to him. Okay, there's quite a few blue medicines on there, so how about we can... But we can remove the items, right? So we can give the items to another party, but should we replace this monster? No, this one. This is a weak one. Okay, we can put Dark King of the Abyss in his team. I think that makes sense. Also makes sense thematically, doesn't it? Also, we need to remove this thing. God in heaven. This is looking better. Kaiba wants more dragons. Okay, fair enough. That's a fairly normal human response to media and more OCD than autism. Okay, that's fair enough, but I don't know. I know people who have like OCD and stuff, and I think when you actually have that condition, or maybe there's like varying degrees to it, but I know it can be a really hard thing for you in day-to-day life, and I mean, wanting to watch things or play things in chronological order is not something that makes my life particularly hard, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, maybe it's a mild form of that, or just like a little obsession with wanting to keep things in order this way. It's not that I can't do it, I wouldn't enjoy it less, I think. It would be feeling like I'm missing something. I wouldn't have wanted to play Castlevania 2, for example, without playing the first one. If you find Call of the Haunted item, you can turn Crawling Dragon into dragons. What the hell? Okay, that's cool. That's cool. I should distribute some items. So these have blue medicine. Do we have any items in this team? We have one Monster Reborn. Okay, I would like some items on this thing. Blue medicine, let's give him 3. But, I mean, this is a strong hitter. It seems like this is probably a stupid idea, isn't it? Okay. Let's put some on Hitatsumi Giant. Let's put all of them on Hitatsumi Giant, actually, now that I think about it. And maybe another one on Zangi. Okay, and now... Put another one here. You can heal on the field. Give everyone healing. Oh yeah, that's true. Give everyone heal items. You mean in case that one of them, like... Want to know what the orb means for monsters and characters, or do you want to find it out yourself? You mean the colored orbs? Wasn't that... Wasn't that like an attribute system or something? I said I'm going to look up some things about this game, and I have not done it the whole week. So if it's something that's not going to be like a major spoiler but could actually help me out, then fair enough, I would like to get some info. I think that would be smart. Also, yeah, in case of watching an anime in order like this, I know sometimes there are like little references in like a sequel. Like if you want to watch Legend of Korra, for example, without watching Legend of Aang, you would miss so much stuff that I think the writers assumed everyone already knew when watching the show. I mean, that's probably not the best example because that's just like one main series with a follow-up series. So of course you should watch the first one first, but I think there's a lot of media like this where sometimes it's just assumed that you know what's going on. Also with games sometimes, like a sequel, they might not explain everything again to you because they might think, okay, you played the first one, you know how things are going, but that might not even be true in many occasions. So I don't know, maybe that's absolute nonsense what I was just saying. Who knows? What's red medicine? Restore all life points. Okay, that's a strong one. Wow. We should include something like this here as well. Imagine the spirit world stuff with Ira and just being like, who the hell is this old man? I have not seen Korra yet. I know there's like some spirit world stuff, but I suppose I get what you're saying. If you don't even know who the character is, like, it's not only that you don't know who he is and you're like, who the hell is this guy? You're missing out on so much emotional connection that I think is supposed to be brought up there when you see a character like this returning in whatever shape or form. Because you've seen the struggles, the hardship of the first series, you've seen their journey or part of it, and all of that is just, you know, it's not there, and it's made with that in mind. So I don't know, it seems like you're losing out a lot. Oh my god. Last Airbender, but yeah, watching Legend of Korra. Wait a minute. Watching Legend of Korra without its ATLA would be weird. I suppose so. I have not seen Korra in its full. I think I've seen like 1.5 seasons years ago or something. But I was still in school. That must have been ages ago, like 10 years or even more. I'm getting old, dude. If people only know DBZ and not to read, I mean, that's a classic example, but because in that case, I think there is a lot left out. Because how much can you appreciate characters like Krillin or Bulma if you've not seen the whole journey of them bonding with Goku and being together. But at the end of the day, I think with Dragon Ball it's a bit different because DBZ, it makes such a big cut into what the show is about and how it deals with fighting and themes and story, and just goes in an entirely different direction. I suppose the fact that so many people can enjoy the show for what it is without watching the original one is probably testimony to this. But also let's be real, Dragon Ball is a very shallow product, isn't it? It has very serviceable or very easily palpable, is that a right word? Or easily digestible things inside it, and these make it very easy to watch and understand. But at the end of the day, it also means that setting up characters and knowing about characters' relationship building from the previous segments probably not that important as with series like Avatar, where there's so much good character writing in that show. Yeah, you're probably not missing out as much, is what I'm trying to say. Okay, people, actually, no, let's go into the fight, and then I will have to do a short break soon, short little bathroom break, but I want to see what awaits us in this fight. I only watched DBZ because that was what was shown here when I was a kid. Now I'm thankful for the man responsible. We got it here. Okay, fair enough. The Danish dub. Danish? Danish? Do you say Danish or Danish? It's one of the closest original. Wow, that's cool. That sounds nice. Okay, dude, what is this music? What the hell? Okay. Dude, he also has no chill. They really hate each other's guts, dude. There must be some, maybe we haven't seen part 1 and we don't know why the character situation is the way it is. Okay, he's repurposing phrases now. He's getting a bit lazy, doesn't he? To yanking out that tongue of yours. Okay, no, I'm taking that back. He's as creative as ever. Okay, he will approach us here. Oh, dude, that's baby dragon. Look at him. Oh boy, he looks so... Okay, there's a second team approaching us as well. So we are probably... No, we should stay... Should we stay? I suppose so, right? Equipment. Okay, hold up. Anti-ground cannon. No? Defensive wall to protect against attack. It's helpful to have in battle. I am buying the wall. I don't know, I'm buying it. Anti-air cannon. I mean, we have flying opponents, don't we? Yeah, you will be confused who all the characters are, but at the end of the day, does it really matter? You will quickly realize that Goku is the main guy, that Gohan is his son. And, you know, there's so much, let's be real, there's so much nonsense and bullshit story points in Dragon Ball that you just have to take at face value, like in DBZ, that taking a few of them how they are and not questioning them at the beginning is not too much to ask, is it? I liked it when I watched DBZ. I was like 14 or 15 or something, and I would watch it because I was like, okay, this is something everybody who likes some anime or something should have seen at some point. But I was never big into it. I never really watched it on TV much, just sometimes when it came up randomly. And I was very much into One Piece. Yeah, I'm buying the... Okay, I'm not buying the entire canon, it seems. The German dub was pretty good. Yeah, definitely. Honestly, German dub for a lot of these shows was pretty rad back in the day. German dubbing scene in general is... recently, we've been watching AOT, Attack on Titan, one of my favorite shows. I haven't seen the ending though, so don't... Still haven't seen the ending. Don't spoil me, please. I'm about to see it soon, but we've been watching the German dub as well. And some of the characters have incredible voices in German. They are, I would dare I say, on par with the Japanese voice actors. But some characters are really not, are mismatched. And that's kind of a shame because, I don't know, for example, Hanji's voice in German is incredible. Who else? Rainer? Right? How do you say that in English even? Rainer? Rainer? That sounds horrible, dude. Rainer. His voice in German is also really freaking good. And Erwin, Erwin, do you really say Erwin when you talk about... I've never talked about AOT with people in English much. Do you say Erwin or do you say Erwin or some... I'm just gonna say it in the true German pronunciation. His voice actor is also so incredibly good. But then you have guys like Zeke who got a horrible voice in German. Just not great. And now I'm gonna shut up about AOT because I don't want to like start any AOT discussions and then people accidentally spoiling me, because it would be a shame after all these years of dodging at least any hard spoilers. Damn it. Okay, someone mentioned Digimon. My Digimon radars immediately were glowing up. The story of Dragon Ball is simple, but I would be so confused. Sorry, that was the wrong comment. I'm glad it's going good for you. Applying some hospital. You're volunteering in the hospital, dude. Amazing. And started watching Digimon on a Deutsch, on Deutsch. Honestly, Digimon, dude, I was so into Digimon when I was a kid. Maybe I should have started a Digimon channel and not the Yu-Gi-Oh channel, but the plan is still, the long-term plan is still to not turn this into a Digimon, into a Yu-Gi-Oh only channel. Just gonna have to see how I pull that off. There is a non-Yu-Gi-Oh video coming soon-ish, and I'm really nervous about how the viewers, how you people, I mean, you people are streaming viewers. You've already seen me play and watch a little bit of non-Yu-Gi-Oh stuff, but the general YouTube crowd, how they will receive content like that, I'm pretty curious. But I'll just have to try it because I don't want to keep doing Yu-Gi-Oh content only for the rest of my days here on YouTube. Probably strong focus in Yu-Gi-Oh, but not exclusively. And I was thinking about making another channel for this, but the channel you're watching right now, you have been watching for the past months, this is already my other channel for things that I thought wouldn't fit in my first one. And I almost abandoned my first channel, but I will be returning there soon. Just gotta finish my freaking master's degree now, and dude, and I'm getting so anxious about my exams. It's gonna be the dates are creeping up closer and closer, and I'm not as prepared as I would like to, but it's always the case, isn't it? I've only seen your Yu-Gi-Oh stuff. Now I'm curious what it is. There's only Yu-Gi-Oh stuff out so far, so there's not much else to see. Dude, I was so close to buying the cannon. I've written in my, like, the bio I have on this channel is still the one that I've written it when I created it, and it says the channel is basically just me talking about Tekken, Digimon, and Yu-Gi-Oh, and other things that currently excite me. And these are the franchises that I plan on kind of tackling a little bit along with Yu-Gi-Oh, so expect some Digimon and some Tekken stuff coming, but you will see it when it's ready. That's all I can say. Okay, of course we're attacking the penguin. It has 4 turns and the least amount of PP. Is it called PP in this game? Probably not. I've been playing and especially editing way too many Capsule Monster Coliseum videos. Health gauges are completely associated with PP in my mind, completely locked in with each other. There's no way, there's no point of returning now. Dude, this... Okay, does any of you... I know I'm flip-flopping between topics, but you're used to that already. Do any of you know the browser game Shakes and Fidget? I know some of my German-speaking people here will know it because they've been running TV ads years ago, non-stop on, like, RTL 2 and where you would watch all these anime things after school in the afternoon. Dude, the attack sound of that dude with the axe reminded me of one of the first attack sounds in that game, dude. And I was playing this game for years, man. I even spent some money in it, which I usually don't do in free-to-play games because I was so into it. And I was like 14 and 15 and stuff. It was crazy. That was a crazy time. I've never played Tekken, not that into fighting games, so I always get destroyed playing them. That's understandable. I mean, it's not going to be... Let's say, I will definitely lean on to making it similar to the stuff I've been releasing up until now. I really enjoy making challenges, so this is something you can expect across the board. But I have to figure out how I'm going to do these things. Leb dein Traum. Dude, what I love about the German versions of these children-focused animes is that for so many of these intros and soundtracks, they re-recorded the Japanese versions with sometimes with slight arrangement differences, and then like sung the same melodies mostly with German lyrics. So they didn't just rewrite the lyrics and slapped it onto the Japanese instrumental. They would actually do a whole production on the entire thing. You can hear it. Sometimes they use different audio samples, they use different drum sounds, they have a different guitar tone, stuff like this. And it's like a German cover, a highly produced official German cover of the Japanese versions. And I don't know, I love that, because often the Japanese originals are really good, and then having them available in a slightly different version with lyrics you can actually understand, that was the shit back in the day. This is the same team, just as a different one, right? So we're gonna follow the same strategy, destroy the penguin first. And this game is so good to play while yapping, because by the time that one attack animation's passed, I can like talk about 3 different things and forget all of them already. Yeah, wonderful. That is wonderful. There's story modes in some Tekken games, thinking about the 3D modes in what Tekken 5 and 6. That's true. That's true. But the first thing that we will tackle in Tekken, that's much I can say already, it will be more on the retro side. More on the old school side for sure. Do we have items available? Okay, no, we need to defense. I pressed the shoulder button so hard right now, you can probably hear it through the microphone. I gotta take a break. Margin, you go take a break, take your time. Thank you for joining us so far, and I hope you have a nice break, dude. Take an easy one. Danny also has to go now. If you're still streaming a few hours, maybe I can join in later. We will probably be live for another 2 hours, maybe 2.5-ish, but no worries if you don't catch us today anymore, then we will probably see you in the next stream. So until then, have a nice time, dude, and have a great rest of the week. Yeah, a lot of the digital lyrics are so wholesome. There's a funny story I can tell. I had to write a song, like a pop song, for a university class. And we had to basically choose at the end of... It was a weird thing, it was during COVID, so things that... What the hell? Did you see that crate? Oh my god. It was a bit of a weird thing, because... That was a nice defense. It was during COVID, so things did not run as they were supposed to normally, but... Anyhow, the goal of this was to, you know, at the end of the semester, after numerous different exercises, you would have to write a pop song in any given style that you wanted. So anything that was remotely pop or rock oriented or jazzy would fly. And you'd have to write a song with a specific style you would choose beforehand, and you'd have to name reference songs you would kind of lean onto as an exercise. So I wanted to write an anime opening song. And I used a Cruel Angel's thesis from Evangelion as like the reference thing, and I was like kind of trying to really lean on it in terms of structure and harmonies and everything. And it did a decent job, even though nowadays I would do a much better job, I think. But what was so funny is I also had to write the lyrics, and I was really in time, how do you say this? I was really on a stress to kind of finish up on this, even though it was unnecessary because, you know, because of COVID, everything was a bit screwed, but... I had to write the lyrics and the melody of the song as a draft in like 2 days or something, and I've never written lyrics before that. Like, I was always an instrumental guy, like sitting in my bedroom with my guitar and writing riffs and song segments in my bedroom. That type of guitarist cliche, you know, but when it came down to doing this, what I would do to write the lyrics is I would just go through all the anime songs that I know that I knew in German, because I wanted to write German lyrics, because the goal of this was to not only write a song but also then go into the university studio and do a short recording session and try to produce the song with a university student band. And so I had to have singable lyrics, so either in English or in German. And so I was listening to these German versions of anime intros, and I wrote the cheesiest freaking friendship lyrics you can imagine. It was hilarious. It was a lot of fun, actually. So that was... they came in clutch. Dude. Should I heal up one of these teams? It feels like we're getting hit pretty... Oh my god. I mean, I can retreat with one of them, right? This This piece is gone. How am I supposed to retreat from this? I don't understand. Can't do pop music, almost the weirder and more obscure the better. Yeah, fair enough, I can understand. Math rock is really dope, that's a great one. Hey, dude, that was the sound again, that was the Shakes and Fidget sound. Do you know what I'm talking about? Do you recognize it? If you ever plan to do challenge runs for World 2, I suppose you mean Digimon World 2, right? Abuse the life out of the fast forward button. Okay, fair enough. I haven't looked into old Digimon games yet. I'm not really big into Digimon games in general, so I'll actually have to kind of scout out things that could be fun to do in like videos and stuff. But when it comes to that, I'll try to remember your advice. I remember some of you telling me already that Digimon World 2 is really freaking tedious and not that fun to play. I'm kind of eager to find out why, but I also feel like I would partially regret it. But I'll have to check it out eventually, you know. Hail the Sun has a song with a jazz breakdown. Yeah, that sounds pretty cool. I also like these math rocky fusion genre mix-up kind of sounds. Miss? The escape missed? I can't escape in my own castle or whatever. Okay, that was a misplay, it seems. So does my first team has to get beaten before I can play with the other team? Because that's kind of... that sounds horrible. World 2 is a very big time sink. Okay, that doesn't sound a lot of fun. There it was again. There was the sound. Okay, people, really quick. I'm getting completely clobbered here. I think after this round, I will shortly pause and take a quick break because I really need to use the bathroom. And maybe grab a small snack or something. To shortly come back to the Tekken discussion of... dude, what the hell? I couldn't even do anything. On the story modes, there are the Tekken Force modes. You know, Tekken 5 has a bit of a story going with its action mode, but I really enjoyed Tekken 6's story campaign when it came out. I know it's not very popular with the main crowd and the main fan base, but I really had fun playing that one. So eventually I'll probably get to that, maybe just in a stream or something, but I think it could be a lot of fun. And what did you write? 17-hour speedrun for Digimon World 2? Are you serious? Oh my god. What the hell? Hail the Sound has a really specific sound. The vocalist is also the drummer. Okay, that's pretty cool. That sounds really difficult to pull off. I know some bands do that, but the bleeding from the drums into the vocal mic live must be a nightmare to mix properly. Okay, people, anyway, I will take this opportunity to go for a quick break. I will be back in 10 to 15 minutes, and then we are continuing with some Falsebound Kingdom action. And then later on, we'll do some racing with some Yu-Gi-Oh characters and cards too. So stick around for more Yu-Gi-Oh fun, and I will see all of you very soon. No. Okay, everybody, we are back. We are back. So we're back in the game. I have to turn on the controller also. So I got some food. I'll munch a little bit on the side while we try to get a hang of what the hell we're doing here and how we're gonna beat this fight. Yeah, so far it seems like we're getting a bit wrecked, not gonna lie. Thank you, Marquise. Always a pleasure having you around. So, did I miss anything? They use a separate drum for live shows. Oh, you were talking about Hairless Suns, Anakin, right? I don't really know the band much. I'll have to take a look. Or rather, I have to take a listen through the discography. Because it sounds like a band that I could probably like. Okay, so you've been pack opening. You mean Yu-Gi-Oh packs? Or you mean packs in general? Or in a video game? Because that can mean vastly different things. Oh. Stardust Accelerator. Makes sense, honestly, makes sense. People, what are we gonna do here now? I think I'll try to get rid of the penguin again. But somehow it feels like I'm not really on the winning side. I don't know. One of our teams... Oh, there's that Shakes of Fidget Sound again. Somehow... It feels like we're getting clobbered a bit. Maybe not extremely hard, but just a bit. Okay, 200 damage is pretty solid. Well, that's gonna hurt. But I think we deal more damage, don't we? Also nice animation now that I see it again. Okay, that one is gone. That's pretty good. Let's go for the mirror match here. Ryokushin powered. A lot of V-Croyd. Dude. I think I'll just have PTSD from this archetype. Damn it, dude. That tag force run, huh? That was something. Probably not something I'll turn in a video. That's probably gonna stay a nice little secret livestream only gem. But damn it, that was a wild ride, wasn't it? Tag force 2, Cyrus only. There's so many Tag Force games, and quite a few have played the Tag Force 4, 5, 6, the special one. Is there even a translation patch for the last one? I don't know. I think there was one, but I think it wasn't like complete, or not anywhere close to complete, but at least someone made an effort to translate some parts of the game. It's quite a shame that they didn't continue making these. They were so great games, but I still don't know if we'll see any of these not so old games in a collection. Because I don't know, I have to say I'm quite doubtful about it. Liu can give you PTSD for different reasons. Kid can do okay, fair enough. Morphtronics are better and he has Cyber Dragon. Really? Morphtronics are decent? I didn't know that. I had no idea, honestly. Okay, so in this case we're defeating the Axe guy, which is a bit sad because then we won't have that extremely nostalgic sound any longer, but that's fine. That is more than fine. But okay, so Leo is a tough opponent. I would have never guessed, honestly. Would have thought he's a bit of a joke opponent, maybe, but I mean, he was never... I have to watch 5Ds first, but I know from watching it back in the day as a kid, I don't remember Leo being like a comic relief character like Cyrus usually tended to be. Was there a comic relief character like Cyrus? I mean, Jack was basically the... Although, honestly, Cyrus... Was there even a butt of the joke type character like Cyrus in the game, in the original anime? Because Joey was butt of the joke many times, but he was also, at least near the end of the series, he had grown to become a pretty competent duelist. So I guess it's not, I mean, also, the anime kind of tried to play up as Cyrus learning how to duel and being better than, but I don't really buy it, honestly. Still don't really buy it. At the start of season 3, he's still such a baby that's always in need of rescue. So not really like Joey. Maybe Cyrus is just an incredibly unique character in the franchise, all around. Wow, 15 points, 15 PP, shy of destroying that team. A bit sad, but what can you do? I don't even have a chance to use items, dude, because time is passing like this. I need to use medicine. I really need to use medicine in this thing. But it's not gonna survive the next round, I think. Cyrus just never really earned it, like TGS said in the Cyrus video. I forgot to watch that video, dude. Completely forgot. Red medicine. I'm gonna use red medicine. Because the thing's almost crushed, so we need all the HP we can get back. I think Joey did earn it, right? I mean, he went through some tough opponents, successfully even, so I think Joey's good. And I like Joey. Is there anyone out there who doesn't like Joey? With all his goofiness and all the things he failed at, he's a likable character. I like all these 3 OG ones, like Yugi, Kaiba, Joey, all great characters. I mean, Yugi's a bit boring, I suppose, but Kaiba and Joey, wonderful. Both of them. Yeah, I can't even imagine there's much to be spoiled. He's probably gonna be turned into a better duelist, because season 3 started with a plot about him wanting to fit the footsteps of his brother, which is absolutely impossible for him, let's be real. And if they are actually pulling this off at some point in the anime, I don't see how it could be believable, so yeah. He never wins a solo duel? That's a good point. Actually pretty pathetic, isn't it? I'm still salty about the fact that in season 1 of GX, with the Shadow Riders, that Jaden basically had to beat every single one of them. Zane would have won, he got cheated out of his win, because of Cyrus. Didn't Crawler also almost beat Kamula? Why don't you give any wins to other competent duelists? I don't understand. Okay, I think the nightmare spreads. Camilla cheated? Yeah, she did. I mean, yeah, fair enough. I would have liked for Zane or Crowler to beat her, because both good duelists, both interesting characters that deserved it, didn't they? Dude, okay, critical hit, but it's okay. That sound, dude, that sound, I love it. I can't stop obsessing about that sound. This animation is also pretty decent. Not my favorite in the game, but you know, there are some strong contenders, so it's not the bad thing necessarily. Okay, come on. Powered Beam. Seen it a million times already. Still looks solid. This might have been the last time we hear this. I think so. I do think so. The other one we already destroyed. Is there a third team with this lineup? Probably not. Cyrus goes from a red shirt to getting his brother's title and he just doesn't earn it. Okay, yeah, fair. Yeah, beating no names. I don't know. I don't know, man. for the story, like the actual like story in this that's displayed in the anime about the main characters doing important stuff to save the world and everything, doesn't really amount to much, does it? Does Alexis get any good 1-1 wins? Or like, maybe let's not spoil too much about the late seasons, but like thinking about season 1 and 2, I don't really remember. Did she beat anyone that's strong? Anyone who's strong? I don't know. She did not win against Titan. She lost to Jaden, or she had a draw with Jaden, right? Alexis doesn't really do anything, which is also a bit of a shame, isn't it? She's also supposed to be a renowned, strong duelist, one of the better ones in the academy. Why wouldn't she get a win? Doesn't make sense. I mean, but also Zane barely got any wins, any story wins. He destroyed Jaden once or whatever, but should have been Cyrus who get the draw against the Supreme King. Okay, I haven't seen that part yet, so can't really comment on that. But yeah, Chaz is good. Chaz is absolutely goated. Bastion, it feels like they also did Bastion dirty, didn't they? Could have also won against Shadow Rider, but I mean, he had a bit of a moment while beating Chaz, you know, in the Academy duel or whatever that was. So he got a little bit of a moment, but after that, it feels like he fell off a bit. But again, you know, I haven't seen season 3 and 4, so maybe there's a lot more coming yet. It's just that I somehow doubt it. Which team is that? Okay, that's the one where we focus the Ryukishin. Will we lose a monster here? I hope not. Please, no crit. That's fine. Okay. I would really like to use an item now, but I can't do that. So let's do what we can and get rid of another monster. It was played up as a joke later on. Yeah, fair enough. His cards didn't sell? Did he sell cards later? I don't remember that. Maybe that was season 3 or something. We lost it. Wow, that's unfortunate and really freaking stupid. Should have healed earlier, but for some reason I thought it's almost 300 HP is going to be enough to survive until the next healing opportunity. It was not. Water Dragon, yeah, okay, fair enough. Water Dragon is pretty bad. Oh, you mean the cards didn't sell as in they couldn't do promo stuff with his cards in real life, so that's why they didn't push him in the anime. Yeah, okay, now I got it. Fair enough, fair enough. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't the most interesting of archetypes, like a Water Dragon. Come on, dude. I found it pretty cool back in the day, but you can't really compare it to Elemental Heroes or something, you know, like that's where the more like Cyber Dragons, that's how you make money. Even Alexis monsters, who wasn't really that fond of, had way more personality. So, I don't know. Bakroids could have also been great if they gave them better effects and something of a win condition to really go for. But we've seen how that turned out. We lived it firsthand. Yeah, we saw 8 decks, and they were all uninteresting, apparently. So she beats him when he comes back? Really? Okay, then kudos to Alexis. Then she did something at least. I mean, I suppose that's kind of a character arc for Cyrus, isn't it? Realizing how freaking stupidly bad his archetype is and switching or something. That's solid damage, dude. What the hell? But I'm not gonna use Red Medicine now. It's not worth it. We got it, didn't we? Yes, we did. Wonderful. Now we can attack back. Until Destiny, so whatever the SGX game is, Cyrus is supposedly very tough. Really? Okay, I mean, sometimes the Yu-Gi-Oh games go completely different in terms of power scaling various characters. I think those could also be interesting ideas for videos, like taking a look at how strong household names like Kaiba, for example. How strong is Kaiba in each Yu-Gi-Oh game, and like how many, or like how different that is, I suppose. Because like Seto in Forbidden Memories, if you count all the iterations of Seto, Seto third is one of the most brutal opponents. And then when you, I don't know, when you compare him to other games, he might not be that difficult at all. Like Seto in some of the Duel Monsters games, the early GB games from the early days collection, not that tough, honestly. Like we've been playing Duel Monsters 2, Seto was not really too difficult. For whatever reason. I mean, yeah, sure. They had other hype characters from the manga they wanted to push, of course, but still. I still don't know how to say manga or manga properly. When I say manga, it feels extremely American to pronounce the A like this. But when I say manga, it sounds like I'm pronouncing like I would do in German, and then it's like, dude, am I speaking the right language even? I don't know. Okay, but what are we doing now? Okay, so they still have 2 characters here. We sadly lost one of our teams. That's bitter. That's actually pretty freaking bitter, but what can you do? Okay, I need to get out of this mode. I don't know how to do stuff in this mode at all. And why is there a red bar of the cannon? Is it like the health of the cannon or something? I don't quite understand, to be honest. What about the trader? Should we buy him? Okay, this is what we're gonna buy for the next turn, right? So I guess, oh no, we said we would rather buy upgrade items later on. That's fair. But this is a bit. I don't know. I don't know what to do here. How can I check the items? I can't like this anyway, so... Okay, but if I command Seto's team to move out here... Okay, we have a Monster Reborn on this team. We probably don't have one on the other team, right? Hold the Rainbow Dragon, no Crystal Beast. Wonderful. Isn't that exactly what everybody wants? It is, right? Okay, so I suppose the officer would be an easier target, so... Why don't we target the officer first? I suppose that would be a good idea. But I'm a bit salty we lost Mokuba's team. That was not necessary, for sure. Okay, Alexis doesn't do much, but beating Titan is already something. He's one of the Shadow Riders, so for whatever that's worth, then within the context of the story, it's worth a lot, so, you know, what can you do? Seto 3 was packing the pocket stations to cancel. Yeah, dude, he was abusing it completely. But, you know, it's just in... Why is he not moving, dude? Didn't I just tell it to move over there? I think I did. Apparently I didn't. How is that possible? I don't know. It's not like summoning Rainbow Dragon normally anyway. I should look for equips. How the hell do I look for equips? Can somebody tell me that? From the trader? I mean, that's all I have available, don't I? Can I look somewhere else for equips? Maybe in this part of town. We'll see that once our team arrives. So there's still a few seconds. Enough time to grab a quick bite. Dude. I don't remember all the instances of Kaiba appearing as an opponent in Yu-Gi-Oh! Game. I mean, yeah, actually in Capsule Monster Coliseum, of course. In Duels of the Roses as well. In this game, probably, when you pick Yugi as your protagonist. Okay, I think we can do that. Why do we do such little damage to Baby Dragon? Is it like a disadvantage or something? I'm not sure I understand. Anyway, let's try again with this guy. Honestly, this game is so weird still. Okay, that was nice. A bit better. But he's so cute, dude. Look at his model. Look at his tiny wings flapping around. Okay, 120. Respectable, but nothing crazy. Just play RNG. Alright, I mean, that's a good excuse. I would gladly do that. Dude, look at these hungry burgers in the top right corner. That's hilarious, dude. Time to sharpen my deck and beat every NPC 5 times. Wait a minute. In Stardust Accelerator, what are you playing? Is that something you have to do that? Beat and put, because that sounds awfully familiar from the very, very early Duel Monsters games. Beat and bone 5 times. Oh yeah, fair enough. So that's something that apparently still got carried over the years. Many years of Yu-Gi-Oh! Video game history. I don't know if I mentioned this, it just came up randomly in my memory. There's a new SpongeBob game coming out as well. Completely unrelated now, but I find it so crazy. I did not expect the SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated remake to kick things off like this, but it's the second new SpongeBob video game we're getting that's in the vein or in the spirit of Battle for Bikini Bottom, and I love it. I find it really amazing. I haven't played the other one too, but I find it so cool, and titles like these, success stories like these, really make me hope for more of these remakes or re-releases kind of snowballing into new releases with similar mechanics and similar standards of quality creeping up. It's something that the Yu-Gi-Oh! Franchise would also really benefit from, I think. I don't know, it just it does make me hopeful in a way. When you beat an opponent 5 times, you unlock the World Championship Sprite. Okay, fair. When you beat that, where you then beat that 5 times. That in tournament is how you get new packs. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. That sounds reasonable. Okay, I need to watch the health now. I mean, we can attack, but I need to consider that when we enter the next fight with this team, we might be... Oh yeah, but we are the ones who've been attacking, so it's fine. I can like just kind of go a few steps away, then use an item, and then attack again. Okay, we'll be fine, we'll be fine. And we won, which is always good. And Saggy level 10, dude. I know someone said you can level up things until level 99 or something, which is absolutely insane, but... Okay, blue medicine, let's go. And now, right back into the fight. I think we can take this over with Sato's team. Okay, let's go. Let's see what we can do. We're just gonna get rid of the green one. Already low at that health, and then I think this is not gonna be too difficult. I'm a bit worried about Marthis. Probably gonna have a few stronger monsters in the lineup, so we will have to be careful. But we still have a few items available, I think. Although a few kind of got wasted with Mokuba's defeat, I suppose. I don't know about this one. Okay, we are tanking quite a bit of damage, but they have limited attacks. They only have one more attack each, which is cool. When you beat someone's campaign, monsters levels scale up. Okay, fair. Monsters levels scale. Okay, interesting. Still love this animation. It's so cool. What the hell? Okay, one strong attack and I think we're done, but of course it's the opponent's turn first. Ah, dude, a crit, come on. Not another one, dude, come on, that's okay. Leave Saggy alone, dude. He's so low already, come on. Was that really necessary? The kid I'm dueling just got out of a turn 1 5. Well, he got out of 5, dude. Who are you dueling, man? What the hell is happening? When you start Yugi's story after doing Kaiba's, all his starting monsters will be level 30. Okay, that seems a bit extreme, but it's probably gonna be fine, you know. He's the saggiest of them all. You know, you don't get that title for nothing. You have to put in the work. Got a crit. How did we miss this, dude? Some random kid in the card store, are you kidding me? That's the real life Yu-Gi-Oh experience, dude. Dueling some random kids in a local card shop and they just obliterate you turn 1. Sounds realistic. Okay, that was disappointing there at the end. Did we really lose this? That's insane. Okay, we have some blue medicines here. Okay, these are 7%. 7 uses per thing? I did not really understand that, I think. So we have 7 uses of it, that's cool. Then we can heal up properly. Okay. Learning something new about this game every single time I do anything, really. Wonderful. That is wonderful. And there it is, the bots, the Twitch bot thing, whatever. Okay, we will get rid of that quickly. Pretty confident in my abilities to do that. Where is it? Here it is. Wait a minute. The window is too tiny. I can't even see the blocking option. Dude, what the hell? Okay, that was the wrong window. I was doing it on the wrong window. Wow. Just use barrier statues, Vanity Fiend or Fossil, Dino, and you'll be fine in Modern Yu-Gi-Oh. Modern Yu-Gi-Oh. Okay, fair enough. I had no idea. Where's that chat message, dude? There it is. And we are banning this fellow. Okay, now it's away. That's fine. Wonderful, wonderful. Okay. In any case, time to get rid of this thing. He did it again. Yes, he did it again. You mean the five-headed dragon? That's insane. That crit was also insane. Did you see that? And he has a future setup for an extra one. Dude, you need like monster removal options. Like you need them right now, I think. At least the way this sounds. Okay, we're gonna hit the defense buttons. Now we're gonna hit the attack button. Is this thing still defending now? Because it didn't get another target. It's guarding again. I still have to attack because what am I supposed to do? I'm not gonna take any damage myself, so maybe we can squeeze out a few points. It's just gonna waste time mainly. That's the okay. Almost 100. Wow, why did that do so much damage? Is the RNG like is the disparity of how much damage you can do really this big? Or maybe the guard wasn't guarding properly. 5-head dragon turbo. That's insane, dude. It seems like Yu-Gi-Oh games are incredibly varied in terms of difficulty and how much opponents can just dominate you. Okay, equipment. Okay, I think Seto's gonna chill here a bit. Actually, he's not. Seto will move He will move where I tell him to. He will move here. How is our... Oh. Dude. What? Pegasus is showing up out of nowhere? Wow. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Dude, and he brought a friend. Okay, okay. Now we're talking. Now we're talking, dude. Yeah, please move over there. And Mokuba is... Okay, Mokuba is getting rezzed, apparently. Okay, no, I mean, this seems like it's gonna be way easier now, isn't it? So we're gonna, like, collect all of our teams, and then MST plus Mirror Force. Amazing. Mirror Force is always great. I mean, yeah, Future Fusion, fair enough. And Dragon Mirror, boom, 5 hit turn 1. Yeah, that's fair. I remember pulling a combo like this in Tag Force 3. That was a lot of fun. Before they changed it. Oh yeah, because, wait a minute. Does Future Fusion banish materials now, or what exactly is the rule they changed about it? Why is that no longer possible? I genuinely don't remember. Okay, Seto. Should we wait on the others? I don't think so. Or maybe we should. Pegasus, would you please move your ass over here? Is that a possibility? Could we ask that of you? If it's not too much trouble, you know. It's just slower. Okay, fair enough. Come on, come on. I would like for them to be there at a similar time. And then Mokuba still has a few seconds to heal up a little bit. They made it so you have to wait a turn before dumping the material. Okay, I didn't know that. Wow. Interesting. I mean, that's good. Probably, it was probably a bit of a too powerful combo, I suppose. I'm gonna steal this kid's trick when I get the Dragon's Mirror. Fair enough, it's a really cool card. A lot of fun to be had with it, isn't there? Okay, so I suppose we are sending in our main teams now. Yeah, screw it. We're gonna send in everybody. Let's go. Okay, I think they're all moving. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. Okay, he's in for some trouble. We are finally gonna whip his ass, dude. He had it coming. He was... Did you see what kind of stuff he was saying to us? Insulting us, you know, in front of everybody, making fun of us. That's not gonna fly around here. That's not how we roll. I mean, the graveyard changed so much in its functionality from, I suppose, what it was intended to be, all the way to now. It's a second hand at this point, isn't it? Oh, didn't mean to do this, but it's okay. I think I would have rather attacked this fella. Or maybe not. I don't know. Is this gonna make my dragon asleep? No, okay, it's fine. It's just an attack. Okay, this did hurt, but nothing out of the ordinary. That was out of the ordinary. Holy mother of somebody. Okay, he is about to guard. I'm going in. I want to deal as much damage as possible. We have 5 teams rolling up here. No time to waste. It's a bit darker, a bit of a darker red now in the attack animation, isn't it? And this guy's just waiting. What are you waiting for, dude? Okay, guarding. Also fine. And then this Reaper monster thing is first, I suppose. Soul Eraser. Sounds very edgy. Honestly, this turn-based style gameplay really reminds me of that one Digimon game I used to play on the PS2. The Digimon Data Squad, Digimon World Data Squad. That was not a Digimon World game at all, even though it was called that for some reason. Okay, but I really need to defend now with the dragon, because I don't want to lose it. And we can, I mean, we could whip a blue medicine, but I think I'd rather spend the turn attacking again, just so we can deal some damage again. Yeah, okay, one more attack. There we go. I think our monsters are safe. If they don't get any crits out, they could 2-hit Sagi, but they're not doing it. Nice. I think we're safe. Okay, that was a heavy attack, but we lost, dude. Okay, we lost by quite a bit. Wow, that was not great. Not great at all. Okay, so quickly. I was so close to using the item. And it's this team out of all of those we had available. Oh, are you kidding me? Let's just deal some damage and get out of there. We'll probably need 3 attacks. Yeah, even with a solid amount of damage like that, we still need a 3rd attack to get rid of it. So we'll have to tank 3 hits. Oh, 3 points! Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Come on, dude. Wow. Not getting the RNG we need. Tragic. Okay, guards. We can probably attack through it and deal 3 points of damage, I suppose. But I have to be careful. Okay, guards again. I need to check this out. 2,187. No, we can't attack through it. I mean, what we can do is we could use an item, but I think I'd rather attack. Also with this guy, we will need 2 more attacks. Even though we're pretty close to one-hitting him now, it's not enough. And this gives me a capsule monster Coliseum vibes. Pretty strong ones even. No crit, please don't crit now. Okay, he's attacking Rikishin anyway, that's good. That's good for us anyway. No, we're pretty fine, we're pretty fine. Should probably medicine though. Oh, we don't have any attacks anymore with the other one. We don't have any attacks anymore in general, I think. Does the opponent still have attacks? Okay, 1 more. 2 more, wow. We could be in trouble. Our Rikishin is probably... We'll lose it. I did not consider that. We are losing it. Wow. Okay. Why would he wait? What the hell? Okay, no. Yeah, whatever. Waiting doesn't use up a turn. Forgot that. That was stupid. This really goes to show that I'm still clueless about how to play this game properly. But didn't expect Bone Speed 1 to show up directly after Shadow. Should have kind of checked if the speeds of these units, you know. Okay, Pegasus is moving in. The music. Incredible. Okay, we're getting rid of this guy first. I think that's a reasonable decision. We missed? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? We missed again. What is happening? What the hell is happening? Why would we miss? What is this game, dude? Are you... What the hell? Are we gonna miss this one too, or what? Finally, one fewer on the board. That was unfortunate. Come on now, I want this thing dead. Please. How can this attack miss? Come on. Don't fool. Yeah, finally, dude. Okay, now things are going our way. That was not going our way. It was a 0 damage. Did it really read 0 damage here from this attack? Insane. Okay. $260, that's juicy, dude. Come on, that's... You have to say that those are pretty respectable numbers from our fellow Pegasus over here. How did we lose this battle? Are you kidding me? In what world? Because we missed 2 attacks, is that it? How did we lose this battle? That's bullshit. You know it. He was too quick. But actually, Sato is a good choice for the next fight, I think. No, he's not. No, he's not. I have to waste a turn for blue medicine, just so we don't lose our dragon. I will waste another turn, so we can use blue medicine on a dragon. Now we can attack. $190, that's lovely. That is lovely indeed. Okay, 2 more. Well, let's do quick work. Let's make quick work of him. Will this be enough? Sagi doesn't hit hard usually, but even though he has the coolest looking attack, for some reason he doesn't deal a lot of damage. Yeah, it's not enough. Okay. He's gonna wait a turn. Okay, now Sagi Redemption. 1 more hit. This will be enough to finish him off. And to finish off Matis, the one character who was not getting along with us. Okay, crit to finish him off. Wonderful. Kind of wasted, but still nice. Feels good. Sagi hits level 12. And we proceed. Okay, 600 gold. Okay, this is kind of suspicious. He just wants us to be the leader out of nowhere. That sounds a bit weird. A bit shady, not gonna lie. Man and monster living in peace. Yeah, for sure. That's gonna work. Maybe it will, actually. A labyrinth ruler, that's his full name. Family ruler, this is my son Labyrinth. Wonderful. Okay. That was a bad joke. Okay, 1200 G, nice. Got some funds now. We can buy some nice things with that, hopefully. Some upgrade items. Okay. Ruler of the deep forest of Inzam, located on the eastern side of the continent. He has a lot of charisma, but Pegasus has even more, I would argue. Rumor has it that this marshal can control the forces of nature and has a substantial following in the Is This Weevil? This is not Weevil, right? Come on. Don't tell me this will be Weevil. How do you save in this game anyway? I mean, I have the save states of the emulators, but you know what I mean. Okay, but in this case, now that I know how the items are actually working, I think we can do this a little bit differently. You save between levels, like automatically? Okay, fair enough. Because we can then give some medicine to these other characters. Okay. That's fair enough. Maybe Seta will... Okay, Seta has a lot of blue medicine on the team already, so Seta does not need any more. We can distribute it a bit better. Maybe Mokuba? Maybe he could use a bit more? Yeah, probably. Okay. I think that's good. Train. What do you mean with train? Weevil should never show his face around after he got demolished in that train. Oh, and that train, yeah, that's... Oh my god. Monster Cardo. Monster Cardo. That was insane, dude. That was one of the more memorable moments in the anime for sure. Okay, I think we can go, right? Five out of 8 marshals. What the hell am I supposed to do? Why is Seto not ready? Don't quite understand. Okay, save. Ah, there it is. Save button. Save is successful now. That's wonderful. Okay, damn it, dude. I mean, we got another map down. I think I will stop with this game for today, because I have to say playing another map seems a bit too daunting for my already cooked brain, because today I really don't have the focus I had last time, but I think we're making some solid progress. I think I'm already gaining a bit more understanding about how this game works. I know how to somewhat properly use items now, I think. Controlling my units on the map, I think that still needs a lot of improvement, but we will get there for sure. And generally prioritizing moves during fights also, I think I'm slowly getting the hang of that. So we are improving, that's for sure, but I think for now we can save this, save state to slot 1, save state to slot 2, you know, just to make sure that everything is in order. And then we will close this down. Wonderful. So what we're going to do now is we will do a little bit of a change. We will do the following. We will do some racing as promised prior. Let me just quickly whip up all the changes that are necessary to do so. So what I do want to do, of course, is I want to whip up the game naturally. So let me just do that in a second here. Let's go. And while I launch the game, simultaneously, of course, we will change thumbnail and everything accordingly. Okay, oh, the mouse is disappearing. Where the hell's my mouse, dude? What's going on? Okay, no, I got it. Wow, what the hell? Okay, I'm gonna put myself in a bit of a bigger picture for this. And now I just need another thumbnail change for YouTube as well, so people who find our stream now will actually be up to date on what the hell we're doing here. Where is it? There it is. We're gonna use the same as last time. That looks lovely. Okay, we're gonna put this up. We're gonna do the same thing for... or Twitch. And we're going to change the category, of course. Done. And there we are. I think now everything's up to date and we can get to the actual game. What the hell's happening, dude? Okay, so for those of you who were not around the last time when we played this, I will give you a brief introduction. This is... will the stream actually be able to pull it off? Not sure. Not sure. Here it is. I think in a second it will pop up. Okay, there it is. Wonderful. So this is a lovely little racing game called The Karters 2. And if you've ever played a Crash racing game like Crash Team Racing for the PlayStation 1, you will know how this racer works. It's very similar to other races as well, like Mario Kart and the various like Sonic Kart racing games. But mechanically speaking, it's the closest to Crash Team Racing for sure. And the lovely little thing about this game is that you have modded content that is community approved. So when you race online with people, with your friends or other people, you can actually see each other's modded setups. And some mad person on Steam has luckily added some Yu-Gi-Oh themed ones, which is wonderful. Why can I not race this? This is weird. This was really weird. What the hell? Okay, what the hell's going on? Why is this not working, dude? Okay, I'll quickly restart the game. That's fine. Nothing we need to be worried about. Honestly, I love this so much because let's face it, we'll likely never get the Yu-Gi-Oh racing game. And I like racing games like this a lot. So we might at some point have Yu-Gi-Oh characters in a racing game akin to Jump Force. That sadly awful game, a fighting game that did include Yugi and Kaiba. Maybe we'll get something akin to this, where we'll have a couple of Yu-Gi-Oh characters just thrown into the mix for, you know, publicity and for hype. But what's so cool about this game is that you can view these mods online. And look at this, dude. Look at this. Tell me that this is not a fantastic thing to exist. Do you see this? Do you see... Dude, you see Taya, man? Let's add a new one. So the cool thing is the person who added these few characters from Yu-Gi-Oh also added a couple more. So, dude, it's Marek. Let's roll with Marek first. We could put him in Thomas, the tank engine, but then we won't see the character. But if we put him in a different seat, like the Simpsons car, for example, we could... Oh my... Oh no, dude! Oh no, look at this abomination! Oh no, I don't know how many of you have seen or read One Piece, but if you have, you know this vehicle. And boy, Marek riding Buggy the Clown was not something I had on my bingo card for today, but now I kind of want to see it happen. This feels sinful. This feels like something I'm not allowed to do. But here we are. Okay, I did it wrong. I have to select the vehicle. Yeah, we did. Okay, I have to confirm it twice. Then it's actually saved. Oh my god. Look at this abomination, dude. But would it be even funnier if we picked Yugi for this? Let's see if we can... Oh no. Oh my god. I downloaded quite a few of these. Zinnikin says, I'm still watching One Piece, the Danish dub. Yeah, fair enough. It's a joke, the thing my friend group does. I mean, if the dub is good. Okay, there are some... Oh, no, this is not good. Dude, what the hell? I love that they have gone from Tekken 3 in this. It's so lovely. But some of these are truly cursed. combinations. But do you remember this guy from that weird Sonic fighting game from the PS1? Binemaya? Yeah, exactly, dude. I swear to God, this game is something. This game is truly something, but we're not here to browse all these random mods necessarily. I would really like to see Yugi. Dude, is this one of these Dark Souls characters? Yeah, oh my God. Did I forget to download Yugi? Maybe I did. It seems like I have. Oh no. That's a bit sad. This is a boss from Medieval from the PSP, dude. There's so many random things you can find. Okay, but in any way, we will just stick to Marek because what the hell? Even though I know the community vote was for Kaiba, but we have to try something new. Moorhoon on Buggy the Clown. You didn't think you would see that? That's hard to believe, Marquise. That's truly hard to believe. Okay, there he is. Let's roll. So the cool thing about this racing game as well as opposed to some other racing games, including the Crash racing games, is there is no speed cap. So you can go as fast as you want if you're able to keep up the speed. And the mechanics are okay. This is a cool one. So this is not a racing stage per se. This is basically a free-for-all, destroy your opponents with items. You have 3 lives and the last one to survive wins. And that's pretty cool. So I definitely do notice a bit of a difference now that I'm streaming this in 30 FPS via OBS, and I think it doesn't look as great as it does on my monitor natively. Also, I've seen it looked a bit pixelated from the first time I streamed this, so maybe you guys can tell me, how does the game look on your end? Because on my end, on my monitor where I'm streaming it from, it's looking pretty good. But I know when I was watching the VOD, that wasn't really the case for some reason, and I should figure out if that's still the case. I should figure out why. So this is a beautiful, like, what I'm playing right now is some of these challenges that just randomly pop up. You can earn some coins while playing them offline. And what you can see very well here is that if the stage allows for it, if it's open enough for you to just cruise around and accumulate speed, you can go so freaking fast. And it just feels good to move this fast, you know. Seems fine, it looks good. Okay, fair enough, that's good. Maybe it's just like a YouTube compression thing of the stream VODs or something. But like, you can go so fast in some of these. Okay, this guy's has already been destroyed. How many are still alive, dude? Not many. But I also only have one life left. Okay. I see one opponent moving. Oh my god, yeah, that's sometimes you can get so fast that you get way too high. Okay, we should get rid of this guy. Okay, come on now. Come on, Marek. Pull us off together. We need to find Melvin and destroy him. Okay, I think... Oh, there's still one more. Oh no, dude. There he is. I think we had a rocket following us, but I think it's away. Should be gone now. But where is the opponent, dude? Oh boy, that was not good. That was not smart at all. This is a little bit tedious when you can't really find the last opponent, and when you're playing against bots, of course, it's a bit difficult to expect them to find you, but there was something behind me, wasn't it? Okay, this is starting to get odd. Where the hell is that last opponent, dude? I can't find him. Generally can't do it. There he is! Missed. Damn it, dude. Come on, okay. We have 3 rockets left. We need to get them. Okay, I can actually see them on the map. I'm a moron. I have a mini-map, and I was not even able to find them. Got him. Marek found the most powerful card, a gun. Dude, you know how it is. When you really want to win a duel, you have to whip out that OP tech. You know, the actual Shadow game. Okay, next one is a race. That's gonna be fine. Dude, but this buggy vehicle is cracking me up so hard. Okay, this is a tight track, dude. The turns are really something. You can turn pretty quickly mid-air if you know how to do it. Like you have to... Oh, what? No! Dude, he bounced me back on... Oh my god, I have to drive the whole thing again. That was bullshit, dude. Like if you drift mid-air, or like if you just drive, you jump into the air, and then for a brief moment you brake, and then harshly turn the wheel. You can change directions quite drastically without losing much speed. You will always lose a little bit, but if you do it wrong and you brake while you're still on the ground, you'll basically completely stop, or like lose all the bonus speed you had. That's a Shadow game I can get behind. You know, that's why they call it duels, right? Okay, I'm racing really bad right now. I need to get my skills up. There I say, why? How did I get out of bounds with the item, dude? Doesn't seem like it's supposed to happen. I'm really bad right now. But also this track is not really, it's very unforgiving. Feels like, dude... Why am I so flat? Oh god, dude. But it's cool that these animations from the items are also working so well on the character models. But now I'm kind of getting... I'm 7th, dude, out of... okay, I'm getting my ass whipped here. I need to focus. Should not look at chat while driving. Kids, don't read text messages and write. You can see here firsthand that it's not a good idea. It's not safe at all. You will get hurt, or your ego is going to get hurt, because you're going to lose the race against bots. And this is not even the highest difficulty yet. Which is pretty depressing when you ask me, but... Oh no, I got stuck in a mushroom. How? Okay, but tell me, how am I supposed to get out of here? Wow, okay, no, we are redoing this. We are so redoing this. Who the hell is Dracula Flow, dude? Is that a reference I don't know about? Doesn't sound like it's Yu-Gi-Oh related, but honestly, considering how crazy some of the new seasons look, everything is possible. I mean, hell, we had freaking vampire characters all the way back in GX, so... If you told me this is a Yu-Gi-Oh character, I would not have much reason to doubt it. Okay, come on, dude. Marek, now is the time, dude. You're a prince. Show your true talents. And win this race for the honor of your family. Oh, actually, he's not a prince or anything. Isn't he like... Wait a minute. What was the story? Wasn't he part of the family that was like supposed to keep the grave or the temple of the king or something like that? Of the pharaoh? Dude, I forgot so much about the actual plot. That didn't revolve around the card games. And then, you know, all these Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged scenes have mixed into my memory of the actual anime, and I don't even know what's real anymore. Sometimes I think back about scenes from the abridged series and I was like, yeah, that's what the anime was, you know, saying, and sometimes it's the other way around, and I remember completely unhinged and ridiculous jokes that I thought were abridged series, and then it's like, nope, that was the anime. But that's a bit more, most of the case during GX, because that dub specifically was just unhinged to its absolute maximum. Okay, that was the wrong way to air brake. You can see it right there. Oh my god, what the hell? I don't like this track. I think you can gauge it from my performance. I'm not the biggest fan of this. Of this mushroom feed. No, not again, dude! No! Are you see the same spot in the same round? And I'm 7th again. Okay. Oh my god. This is horrible. Okay, oh my god, I'm lost. No, okay, we have to redo this again. I'm sorry, people. It seems like my brain is also a bit too cooked to rate properly today, but I will try to do my best. Dracula Flo is an old man on the Jody's label who says a bunch of wild shit. Okay, I had no idea. Watching the videos, I'll try to remember. Maybe we should do that. Could be a basis for some good jokes from the way the name sounds, at least. He was born into a group who took care of Farrah's tomb. Oh yeah. But that's ridiculous, dude. Imagine that's your life. Your whole life is just in the freaking tomb. That's so ridiculous. Okay, off to a better start. Okay, I take that back. That's not the great start we could have had. Come on, Merrick, focus. All these years of tomb keeping can't have been for nothing, dude. Oh no, I screwed up. Lost all my speed. I didn't even realize I'm second. Okay, we're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. And as I say this, I screw up again, lose. Oh no, dude, these items are annoying as hell. What is going on? Okay, small shortcut, nice. But it's dude. It seems like Marek is bad luck for me. It's definitely not my performance that's keeping me down right now. It's or the higher difficulty than last time. It's most that dude, what the hell? It's most definitely the character I picked. And it's not like the game does not differentiate between characters based on stats or anything, and every character is completely the same mechanically. It's definitely the character that's holding me back. 100%. Oh, dude. Bumps me up and then into one of these wooden bars there. That was not nice. I'm 5th. Oh my god. Dude, I can't win this race. I'm so bad at this game, it's incredible. How can someone be so bad at this game? It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Okay, we're gonna try again. Let me just read the messages. Buggy Phyllis. Maybe it's Buggy, dude. It's the car. It's not the character. Marek is innocent. It's Buggy. He's been fooling us all along. Oh my god. By the way, what's your opinion? What's your guys' gals' opinion on Buggy? For those of you who are there even people in the crowd right now who are caught up with One Piece or who are like semi caught up at least? Do you think Buggy is actually powerful and is just hiding his power? Or do you think it's just the clown that we've known from day one? Because I know some people... Oh no, I didn't click repeat. What the hell? Because I don't know. I know some people believe that Buggy will kind of show his true powers eventually. But honestly, I think I would prefer if he stays weak and funny. Because that's a pretty good role for him, I think. Better than me. Okay. Did you play this, Margin? Or do you have any experience with racing games at all? Maybe you already told us once and I just forgot, but I'm a very forgetful person, so you can forgive me. Okay. I'm familiarizing myself with the track slowly, but I'm still not really getting the hang of it, where I should do the turns to be the most efficient. Oh my god, there's so little space that's blocked, and I managed to run into the one pixel that would actually stop me in my tracks. If that's not true talent, dude, that was a pixel perfect fail. If that's not talent, I don't know what is. What was that? Oh my god, and again. I'm just bad at air braking, it seems. I'm pretty sure about that, even. Is this even the faster route? I can't tell, honestly. No, it's probably not. Doesn't feel like it is. No, that's a way slow. Is it? Oh, wait, maybe it is. Okay, yeah, could be. Again, I bump into it. Dude, I'm a natural talent for hitting these obstacles. Okay, but we got ourselves a little bit of extra speed from the height bump. Bumping over our opponents. It's also pretty good. I almost got hit by that freaking obstacle again. Well, how am I losing so much speed? I don't quite understand. Maybe I'm constantly off-road driving and that ground is causing me to lose more speed. Or maybe it's just my absolutely abysmal driving skills in general. We'll never find out, because I'm just gonna air brake again. Lose all of my speed during the last... How is it that during the last round, every single time... I don't even know. Oh man, I did it again. I'm actually... I'm not even joking anymore. It seems like I'm an absolute wonder at hitting these obstacles. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Dude. Oh no, only Mario Kart. Okay, fair enough. It's not too far off, I think. Those racing arcade games, that's also fair. What game is exactly with this is the Karters 2 turbocharged, and I'm using mods from the community. There's a workshop with over 2,000 custom characters. Mario Karted. We truly got we got buggy karted, but for real, dude. And we're using a mod that lets us... Oh no, we are repeating this. That lets me play as Marek Ishtar, recently added by someone in the community. And my car is buggy from One Piece. Is this a sentence I expected to say in my life at any point? Probably not. But I did it. And now you have to live it. You have to live with it. You were part of the experience. Okay, come on. Now we have to win this. I need to win this. This is not even the highest difficulty. There's no way I'm this bad at this game. I mean, I don't like the track at all. The track is fairly difficult, I would say. But still, there's no way I'm this bad. I can't be this bad, dude. I mean, I can, but I would really not want to be. Maybe I should stay on the outside here where I don't bump into the edges all the time. Dude, the one time I don't bump into everything, I get hit mid-air. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me, dude? Okay, now I'm getting frustrated. Wow. That was something, dude. This is always the difference between racing for like time trials and lap rounds and with items. I mean, what makes these games so casual friendly, I suppose, is that you have these items to stop people who are driving good in the tracks and make this a bit more balanced for people who are not that good at the game yet. But in a challenge like this, where I'm supposed to give my best and win, hopefully, it feels cheap. It feels like a bit of a cheap tactic. Not gonna lie. Dude, I should have... I need to learn how to air brake properly. It feels like sometimes I can pull it off, but right now... Again, dude, again! Mid-air, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Wow, this is bull crap. This is ridiculous. Are you serious right now? Okay, now we got an item that gives us a lot of speed. That was pretty decent. Now we lost a bit. Oh no, come on, come on. Okay, how did I not get hit by that? Okay, I'm still extremely clueless when it comes to items in this game. And that's one of the main criticisms for this game, that the item icons don't really telegraph what the hell they do. Like, if you look closely... Okay, we got... That was way more stressful than I had anticipated. What the hell? Yu-Gi-Oh card. This is... The card is to Yu-Gi-Oh. We have Merrick, we have Setter, we have Yami Yugi, even though for some reason I can't find him in my list. We have Taya. Jack Atlas from 5Ds, and most importantly, we have Jack Atlas's vehicle from 5Ds. Okay, the experience with Merrick was not that great, so how about we go back to our roots and use Kaiba, the one and only. And luckily I know this track a bit better. So there I'd say I'm familiar enough to know how to build speed properly here. And do a few good decisions while driving. Make a few... Dude, what am I saying? It's way too late. Okay, got that speed boost, that's cool. Can I bump off this? Not to the degree that I would have liked, but enough. Oh no, we bumped into it, we lost a bit of speed. What I also like about the speed reserve system in this game is, that's amazing. You don't lose all of your speed when you bump into something, which is what I think is quite frustrating when you play the OG Crash Team Racing. It basically, you stop completely when you bump into something. In this game, it's different. You lose part of your speed depending on how you hit the obstacle and how much, and, you know, there's varying degrees of stoppage, I suppose. That was a nice air brake, I think. I only lost like 1 or 2%. That's how it's supposed to be. Okay, here we go. And you can get bumped into the air so much. I think you can do some really crazy skips if you get really good at this game. Which I intend on doing eventually, but so far I've not been extremely successful. But I think that was a pretty solid time, wasn't it? It's nice when you get frustrated, you still chill and it still appears like you're having fun, you don't rage. Yeah, I can understand that. I would say... I would believe myself to be a very patient person. Wait a minute, I just gotta close my window. I don't have any, like, insect nets in the window installed here, so I don't want too much insects flying around in the sleeping room. Especially this late at night, so... I think, I believe myself to be a pretty patient person, and that's also what the feedback that I got, both from work and then my personal life. I can get angry at some points when, like, my patience runs out, but I tend to not want to do this, especially when other people are around. Like when I'm streaming in front of you guys, playing, like chilling out here with you, or when I'm with friends, other people, especially people I don't know with. It's really important for me to not lose my cool. I don't know, I kind of take pride in that, and I think that's something... I think it's something I don't like in other people. Like, I have a few friends that get really angry when playing games. And when you play games together, no matter if you play in a team or you play against each other, when some people involved get so angry that you really notice they don't have any fun any longer at all, you're in a weird state of, if you're playing against each other, either you kind of try to go easy on them so that they don't get mad, which can also backfire, or you kind of really double down and... you know, because they usually play worse when they're mad, so you kind of wreck them even harder, and then they're gonna get even angrier. So where does that lead eventually? I don't know. I just don't like this whole ordeal. Oh my god, I was a second or so shy. Wow. I need to do better. I was too bad at this. Holy hell. These are not easy. For some reason I thought I would be pretty good at this game because I played a lot of classic Crash Team Racing, but this game is different enough for it to not translate fully. So I need to improve. And we will try to do that. There must be a good way to kind of... maybe I can bounce off of these rocks and get enough height to kind of maybe skip this turn, at least to a little degree or something. Yeah, but I wasn't fast enough. This height bump doesn't really yield that great results. Yeah, okay, my times are not that great right now compared to the last one, I think. I have a hard time not reading your chat messages, and I'll get back to you the moment I finish this, but I know if I look away for 1 second, the same thing will happen what happened last time. I will just bump into something and lose all my speed. And I don't think I can afford this right now. Okay, now we got a really nice boost. Okay, 145, I think that was pretty solid. Similar to last time. But we need more, that's not enough yet. I think there's a lot of min-maxing you can do in these tracks as well, because unlike in other games... Oh no! Okay, but we didn't lose a lot of speed. Even though I bumped into something, as you can see, we're still on 145 speed reserves. Ah, no, this was a bit of a worse bump. And I'm way too slow already. Wow. Way too slow. 5 seconds too slow. Insanity. I get pissed at PvP shit. There has not been a time where my friend and I have played Smash where I have not thrown my controller. When I feel cheated, I get pissed. I mean, fair enough. It's only human, right? And Smash has the worst controls in the world. It feels like fighting an orangutan with a sword while your arms are held behind you. Fair enough, fair enough. Oh my god. That was a hilarious description. I can imagine somewhat accurate, especially when you get frustrated. I think my worst offenses of raging during games, probably in some competitive setting, probably in a fighting game like Tekken. I played quite a bit of Tekken 7 especially, and when you have a game where you can't blame your teammates, you can only blame yourself really for losing. This tends to provoke or evoke even more rage. At least that's how it feels to me. I don't know if that was such a great bump. Maybe not. Because we did get a lot of height, but I don't think we really saved a lot of time doing that. Okay, but let's see. We're already at 140 now, which is decent. Dude, I would love to make that jump. Is there any way I can make that jump? That would be really cool. I think fighting games are really a big contender. What's the most rage-inducing genre or category of games? Because for that reason, you don't have teammates to blame. Although some people, I think, tend to get even angrier when they can, like in quotation marks, when they can blame teammates, even though often they shouldn't. But, you know, it's an easy out. It's an easy way out mentally. It's an easy excuse for bad performance and something. So this will always tend to be the main excuse whenever it's available, you know. Done a lot of competitive PvE in WoW and Destiny. Oh, wow, damn, you were raiding in WoW competitively? Crazy. You calm in that? I'd much rather be calm and pull someone up to my level. Yeah, fair enough. I think most people want to be that, even though there are definitely some chronic rages who it seems that they're only queuing up in games that they secretly despise just so they can get angry to feel some emotions. I know some people who play League of Legends, even though they've been saying for years they hate the game and they never want to play it again, and then just they keep queuing, and it seems like they must be addicted to feeling angry. Otherwise, I can't really explain why they still do it. But, you know, don't want to really go overboard with the armchair psychology, because that's not my... that's really not my... Okay, this is a bump that I can go for. This is not my field of expertise, so let's not pretend like it is. Okay, should we take the wood bump? Yes, we should. That was better. I didn't lose that much momentum, I feel like. still had a lot of momentum forward. But can I do something here? Not really, right? Nah. That was a very sharp turn and I made it. That's good. Okay, already saving some time now. That's fine. But is this comparing my best time or my last time? That's something I don't know. Maybe another... Okay, that was not the best bump, I think. Okay, wow, that was horseshit. Maybe we can recover. Can we recover from this? What the hell is that height, dude? Oh my god. Insanity. Did you see this? That was crazy. Wow. Okay. But we won't be able to make it, I think. It doesn't, at least it's not looking like it. Sometimes I will cut one of the 3 boosts a bit short because I read in one guide or one video from the official Carter's channel that seemingly when you always complete your 3rd boost in a row, when you boost 3 times, you get a little bit of a bonus you otherwise wouldn't get. So like not even related to the actual boosts and their quality themselves, just completing 3 in one like slide. Oh wait, we can do it. We might be able to get it. Yes, we did it. Nice. Wow. Okay, that was wild stuff. It feels like you have to be pretty decent already to beat these challenges. And as I said, this is not the highest difficulty tier yet. This is the 2nd highest out of the 4 difficulties. Okay, competitive PvE in WoW Destiny. But Smash Brothers feels so terrible to play. Okay, interesting. Okay, yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I mean, I would go out on a limb and claim that the controls in the games, in the PvE games, might also just suit you better. Because some people naturally tend to be good at fighting game controls. And I think those are very specific and very, very challenging. And I've never been really good at them myself. So I think some people are just built for certain types of games and not necessarily for other types, maybe, but what do I know? The music. No, come on, mid-air again. Are you kidding me, dude? What hit me there? I want a replay cam. Now that's that's making me pissed a bit. Just a little bit there, but still, it feels like... I think it's every time when we as players feel cheated, when I think something happened that we didn't deserve or that shouldn't have happened, that's the worst kind of feeling. Even though it's almost always not the case, but it feels like it. Like, there must have been a perfectly reasonable way to explain what just happened, what item hit me in the air and for what reason. But because I didn't like it and I couldn't see clearly and easily digestible or like easily explainable evidence right in the same moment, it feels like I got cheated. Which is not a great feeling, of course. Like, who likes that feeling? And nobody, I would... Oh, no, come on. At least not me there, dude. Where did that hype bump come from? Wow. Okay, the shortcut's still locked. That's probably reserved for the last round, right? Okay. Barely missed that pillar, but we did. Okay, now we have a different way up in here. I do remember this from prior playing sessions. But I'm so slow still. 115. It's too many mistakes. Okay, wow, I had a healing item and I healed in the last second, and I think that saved me from completely getting stopped. But I'm first, so I will be at... Oh no! Ah, dude, I already saw that coming. Ah, I didn't hit the barrel this time. Okay, but it's fine, it's fine. I got a different bump. Can we still make it, though? Should I even go for this? Okay, it turns out I should. Ah, but I won't get it. Oh my god, third. We are doing this again. 100% not every game is made for everyone, but Smash Bros. Just has terrible controls in general. Okay. Fair enough. I mean, the game has a pretty huge fan base. I would have reckoned it's probably just a thing of getting used to, but I never played them myself, so maybe it's just a general complaint in the community, and it's universally agreed upon that controls are not that great. Honestly, Smash, even though there's probably so much nostalgia for a lot of people, not really including myself, but I don't really see the appeal. Like, in terms of the genre and everything, I do see it, and I was pretty hyped for the Nickelodeon All-Stars Brawls game, which is basically a Smash Bros. With Nickelodeon characters. Oh wow, that was horrible. But since I don't really have a lot of nostalgia for Nintendo characters, I think it's just something that I can't really relate to. Okay, bumping off of enemies always nice. Oh wow, I passed this dude and then I get shot because of it. But Seto Kaiba cannot get shot, dude. He's too rich to die. We already know this. That was a nice shortcut. How did I get up there? I didn't quite get that, but... Ooh. Oh wow, that was close. That was a close one. No. Okay, this is not supposed to happen. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that this is not intended to look and like this and to actually occur. And that did feel horrible. That did feel... I would have screwed up. No! Okay, we made it over the gap. Imagine if this rocket hit would have caused me to completely stop and fall into this gap. That would have been awful. A truly awful feeling. Okay, come on, we can do this. Okay, and there's 8 Edward 9 in the Twitch chat. Damn it, dude. Welcome to the stream. Doing challenges? Yes, I'm slowly trying to get the hang of this game. I do have quite a bit of CTR experience, Crash Team Racing, but I've realized that this doesn't translate as well to this game as I would have liked. Also, I'm just washed up, you know. So yeah, I'm just trying to do some challenges. Gonna hop off, had the early shift at work, so I'm awake since 6 a.m, dude. Marquise, I think you deserve yourself, I think you deserve a full night of sleep, so thank you for joining us again today, and you know, have a good one. Have a good rest of the week, and have a great night. Cheers, and thanks for stopping by. To me, it feels like Smash fans have Stockholm Syndrome, dude. So I'll gladly say it's a me issue with the controls, but the controls feel terrible. I mean, fair enough. If it feels like that to you, you know, maybe they also have a bit of Stockholm Syndrome. I don't know. I don't have much experience with Smash at all, so yeah. So 8 Edward 9. I'm curious, did you find this randomly from Twitch, or did you just browse the Cartus 2? And if so, do you also play this game? I'd be interested, because I don't really, we haven't really dipped into the Cartus 2 community. I'm still learning the game a bit, but we've been playing some other Yu-Gi-Oh games today earlier, and since there are some Yu-Gi-Oh characters modded into the game nowadays, definitely something I wanted to check out. And so far, I think I'm slowly improving at this, but it still feels like the game is not 100% natural to me. Haven't really adapted this well. But yeah, getting better for sure. Ah, damn it, dude. That was a very unnecessary bump. I mean, every bump is pretty much unnecessary, but still... Oh, no! Okay, that was an unnecessary bump. Holy hell. Dude, I mean, Zedekin, maybe I should check out the Smash controls at some point so that I can tell you what my experiences are and maybe what my opinion on the whole ordeal is, but... I don't know. I've played it on a few occasions, you know, at friends' places during, like, when we were younger, during, like, sleepovers and stuff, and... I can't say I ever really liked it, but that was at an age where I also didn't really play any other games to any serious degree or any level of competency, I suppose. So it was difficult to compare it, really. I was playing Call of Duty on the PlayStation with a controller, and to top everything off, I did not use a headset. I was using the sound that came out of my TV or my monitor. Oh no! Okay, I was trying to read the chat while driving, and we learned it already. This is not a good idea, especially when you don't really know the tracks that well yet. But somehow I'm resistant to learning this lesson, it seems. Yeah, but I think we can definitely agree with the fact that we both probably are not destined to be big fans of the Smash Bros. Franchise. Because I can't really imagine myself getting around to liking these games any more than I do now, but, you know. I don't like the game controls, feel awful, that's where it ends for me. Yeah, fair enough. If you don't like the controls of a fighting game, there's no point investing much time and trying to learn it, I think. If there's nothing to really hook you and make you invest that time, like, what fun is there to be had? Probably close to none. And Edward says, nah, I'm a member of the TK2 gang. Okay, cool, nice. Wait a minute, the TK2 gang, what does that mean? Like, you're from the development team, or you're just like a fan of the game and you're in the community? I'm playing right now, you just have a bit of time to adapt. Believe me, when that happens, it's very rewarding. Yeah, fair enough. I think the fluidity of the movement in this game allows for some really crazy things, but there is a skill threshold you have to achieve in order to do this. I think we'll do a couple more challenges, then we'll probably call it off for today, but this is very refreshing right now. We were playing a turn-based strategy game, Yu-Gi-Oh! Falsebound Kingdoms, before, and did not really have the concentration to do that pretty long today. Maybe we can play a bit more Falsebound Kingdom next time, because generally speaking, I enjoy the game quite a bit, but if I'm not in the mind space to play it, come on, dude. Yeah, okay, track knowledge is also something I really need to improve on. Oh, you both things, so you're also on the team. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Have someone who took part in making the game. It's pretty nice. What I think is a bit, it's not disappointing in the sense that it's nothing that you as developers can do anything about, but that this game is still flying a bit under the radar is a bit disappointing, because I think it's really great, and I'm trying to do a lot of word of mouth propaganda. I've almost convinced a couple of friends to buy it, or rather I've convinced them to do it eventually, but they haven't gotten around to it yet. And I think the modding options are such a great argument. Like, Hyper Racing has gone from Tekken 3 as a variety of Pokemon in the Mr. Bean car, you know. Now racing as Seto Kaiba. It's quite a compelling argument, I have to say. Usually something that you can lure in people. And then once people see the mechanics, and once people actually invest a little bit of time in trying to learn it, I think they can they will see that it's fun. I just think one downside it has, as opposed to Mario Kart, is that because it's mechanically demanding and there's such a learning curve to it, which I love, it's difficult to show to casuals and convince casuals to get it, and because people who are not that familiar with video games in general, and also maybe don't have the drive to invest time in learning deeper mechanics of a game, especially like a racing game, when, you know, like Mario Kart is easy, everybody can pick it up. This game is not that, and it's a bit of a double-edged sword, because I think people like me, or people who are really into racing games, will love it, and this is probably a better crowd to cater towards. But yeah, definitely not the most casual-friendly racer, but it's also not trying to be that, I think, so I guess in this case you really need to know which crowd you're trying to reach. And I think this is, especially in a world where you have Mario Kart and all the iterations of it, it's probably better to shoot for something like this, where you can really go crazy if you're good enough. Okay, come on. I don't even know what time I have to reach here, but I don't think I've been racing particularly well the first 2 laps. Okay, damn it, dude. What was the challenge? What was the challenge? I have no idea. I just solemn judgment a lightning. Wait a minute. It still went through? Wait, how do you mean that? You solemn judgmented a lightning vortex, but it still went through. I don't get it. How? And why? 145, okay, we can do it. I mean, yeah, of course it's gonna be, like, there are a few things not harder than MK for newcomers, but I don't know, I never liked Mario Kart when I was hanging around at friends' places trying to play it. It always felt very clunky and slow, I don't know. And this game is the complete opposite, and I definitely favor that. And I wanted Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled on Steam so bad. I bought the PS4 pretty much exclusively to play Nitro Fueled, and they never ported it to Steam, and all my friends are on PC. I didn't have anyone to play with on PS4, which was a bit sad, but it was okay. So it's more or less the only reason why I own a PS4. The Digimon games I wanted from the PS4 eventually got ported over to Steam. The other Crash game, like Crash 4, also got ported eventually. The Insane Trilogy got ported. Just Nitro Fueled not, for some reason. Like, that's so ridiculous. The one game that really benefits from online modes and possibly modding didn't get that treatment. And to me, that's absolutely insane. Yeah, but what can you do? At least we have this game now. After many years of waiting, I've been following the like news of this game for, I don't know, ever since I stumbled across it. Must have been almost 2 years ago. Is that even possible timeline-wise? It's definitely more than a year. And it's glad that we can finally play it now. And I suppose when you guys release this on console, which, if I recall correctly, is part of the plan with crossplay, this will definitely make it easier to find online games and such. Not that I've really tried, because I know if I went in to online racing with the skills that I'm currently showing to you guys, I would probably get my ass whooped like crazy, but it must be a lot of fun. Oh my god, how close was that 145 cent thing? Yeah, consoles 2 plus will cross-platform. Yeah, I saw that. I think that will do a lot for its chances of building even like a more casual audience for online play. Okay, 2 more challenges. I think we will do the Road Breaker because this minigame is so fun. And then we will also do... We will do a... What's it called? We'll do the last challenge, the Cup. And then I think I'll call it quits for today. Already a bit late, and today's been a long day for sure. Okay, dude. You can stream your online races if you want a sneak peek. Okay, I could check that out later. Although I think once I finish this stream, I will probably fall right into bed. But I have to check more content of this game. I've been a bit lazy with checking it out because I wanted to learn it by myself. But now I think I'm ready to kind of see what other people are up to and how to advance my play. Okay, getting boosted here. What I love about this game mode is that you can get fast enough to bump yourself back to a higher platform, which I find absolutely hilarious. Okay, that was not very successful. Okay, that also wasn't very good, but it's okay. Not high enough. Oh no, I bumped into the ceiling. Oh, damn it, dude, I was unlucky. Yeah, this is your favorite mode. I understand why, dude. This is such a fun mode. It's a ton of fun. Okay, still not high enough. That's a shame. This could have been high enough. Maybe. It was close, but we need to not have a ceiling above us when we do this. Okay, almost 160. That's pretty fast. Dude, I already won. Okay, that was hilarious. This game mode is so nice. Oh my god. Yeah, Zinnikin, have no idea what happened. That's crazy. I don't know. How would you misprogram Solemn Judgment? It's just supposed to negate anything, so I don't know. It sounds weird. Okay, last challenge for today, then we're gonna call it quits. 4 races, 1 cup. I have to win this. Otherwise, it's all in vain. Oh, this track is nice. It's 10 times harder with other players. I can imagine, but I think it's also 10 times more fun, because then you actually have a challenge. I'm curious because I haven't really checked it out. Can you just randomly queue up for these non-racing maps as well, like these battling maps, or is that something that's planned for the future? Okay, nice. Yeah, I played this once, and okay, yeah, I was gonna say I might be able to remember where all the pits are, so as to not fall into them, and then, you know, it had to happen that moment. It just was destined to happen. But we are Sato Kaiba. We can of course change our destiny with ancient Egyptian magic bullshit. Okay, we're gonna bump on this and then on this. Cool thing about the maps like this is that you can really see quite a bit ahead and make some turning and boosting decisions based on that. I'm still struggling a lot with maps that have really tight turns. I can't really name any because I don't know the names, but okay, that was fine. Small bump, didn't really lose a lot of speed. That's cool. And braking mid-air is still so difficult for me. Like, I think I understand how it works on a technical level, but my success rate with it is still a bit shallow. Okay, we're gonna jump up. Okay, almost 160 speed, that was pretty cool. Anyone can open a lobby in other modes, and in private lobby you can change. Oh yeah, fair enough, that's cool. I guess, especially in the early access phase, this is more of a case of you join Discord or something, and then you find people to play the mode you want, and then you just kind of group up in a private lobby or something. Okay, let's speed this up a bit. Now I'm kind of glad I multi-stream this to Twitch, because usually we have like one regular viewer who likes to watch on Twitch, and a couple of others who sometimes tune by, but generally the crowd for the stream, specifically when we play the Yu-Gi-Oh stuff, is on YouTube. So, oh my god, I've played this track so many times. How did this happen now? Now there's someone from the team on in the stream. Now I'm nervous or something. Or maybe I'm just, my brain is finally completely finished cooking. I have to get it out of the oven and put it to rest. I'm curious what some of these time trials are in the highest difficulty in the challenges, but how does the challenge system work? I haven't really looked into this, because it seems like when I started playing this game a few weeks ago, or a month or two ago, whenever the early access release was on Steam, that's when I bought it immediately. The same day even. I remember we were streaming, and directly after the stream, the first thing I did was purchase this game. The challenges, do they keep getting updated? Because it seems like I've already done a full set of these challenges, but there were way fewer, and now there's a lot more of them. And I'm getting more rewards. Is it like something that gets rotated weekly or in some other time frame or something? I mean, I could also probably just Google this, but I figured if you're already with us in the stream, you might have more specific answers from a very trustworthy source. I can't even speak anymore, dude. It's truly been a long day. I really need to check out how people are racing this track, because whenever I get close to reaching like 150 speed or something, I'm like, okay, I'm not that bad at this game, but then I'm also like, there must be people that are so good at this game that they're doing crazy stuff, like shortcuts I can't even think of. And maybe it's time to just check that out. Oh no, I missed it. I missed the bump. Oh, what the hell? It's just an update. Okay, fair enough. We're not getting the bridge. Wow, come on, dude. Okay, I was not precise enough. But it's okay. We're finishing first. Wait, is this a time trial cup or what the hell is going on? Okay, I have to check that out. I have no idea. Okay, two more. Was that the second race? I think it was. Okay, two more races. Okay, this one. Okay, this is a lovely one. I hope whoever adds these Yu-Gi-Oh mods, I think it was Doina or Doina. I'll probably mispronounce this now, but I hope this person adds more Yu-Gi-Oh models. There's so much potential with 5Ds and all the vehicles that come with it. I would really like to see that. Okay. Yeah, this is a really cool map. Okay, I could have turned a bit earlier there. I'm pretty sure, actually. Yeah, more dual runners from 5Ds. It's such an obvious choice, I think. If the same person does not get around to adding more of these, I think them already existing in the game, like the ones that they did add, will likely inspire someone else to add them, because it's such an obvious choice, dude. There's so much modding already in the game going on, and if Yu-Gi-Oh! Okay, dude, almost 170 speed, that's insane. Oh, I get bumped! Couldn't deal with the speed! Oh boy! Whoa! Okay, we are fast. Are there custom maps? Yeah. You can add custom maps, vehicles, and character models. Don't ask me how they do it. That's magic to me. Oh no! No! Oh no! Oh my god, I screwed up so hard! What the hell, dude? Oh no. Okay, this lap will drag our time down so much. I can't control my vehicle. Did my controller? Oh no, I think my controller's empty. Oh no, no, come on, not now, dude. Come on, dude, I even charged it a bit before the stream. We have to finish this. Come on, if I... Oh no, he went out. Oh no, oh my god. Oh no, oh my god. A race around the bakehouse from RE7 when? I don't know. I haven't played Resident Evil. If I assume that's what you're referencing, but sadly I haven't played any of them yet. Probably get around to them soon, but now that I started Castlevania, I have no idea. But you're very good for a newcomer, like everyone with CTR experience. Thank you. That's lovely to hear. I think there's a lot of room for improvement, but already being a bit familiar with the boosting system is it helps, you know. Oh boy. Okay, so my controller's empty. I think this is a sign that we should call it quits now. So we will do this. We will do this. But Edward, it was lovely having you in the stream. Thank you for stopping by and saying hi and answering some of my questions. I love it. Yeah, suggesting things on Discord is probably the way to go. I should probably make a few suggestions there as well. Because again, I think having more Yu-Gi-Oh stuff in this game would be hilarious and so freaking fitting. RE7 is fun, and 8 were good, 5 and 6 were the most fun. Okay, I will probably get around to playing them eventually, once I finish the long list of things I already want to do. But yeah, no worries. I really enjoy the game. I think it's worthy of buying, playing, and showing off on stream. So I will make sure to cram that in every now and then, whenever I think it fits. And yeah, thanks for stopping by, and thank you for the lovely game. I really liked. I love the card. Damn, Danny 3000, you're back, dude. I was just about to end the stream, but I mean, I'm glad you still made it, you know, to stop by and say hi. It's basically over. I was racing with Kaiba in a 5Ds vehicle, and my controller, you know, it emptied. So yeah, mid-race, but yeah, you can rewatch the VOD. You can just join us next time. But people, it was a lovely stream. Thank you to everybody watching and everybody joining us now. For those of you who are interested in the Yu-Gi-Oh content over on YouTube, I will drop a new video now. So Danny, if you have some free time and you're in the mood for some more Yu-Gi-Oh action, make sure to check YouTube in probably like a few minutes or something. And thank you to everybody who stuck around, you know, everybody. It was a lovely experience. Thank you, Edward. See you hopefully at some point in the future. And to my YouTube crowds, yeah, I hope you have a lovely rest of the week. I hope you have a lovely evening. Make sure to watch the video at some point during the week, and you know, just yeah, have fun with it. My brain is already cooked. I thought someone was calling me something. Okay, now I think I have to go now. People, it was a lovely experience. I'll see you next time. Thanks for sticking by, and see you later. Bye.